Hey guys, what's up? How are you? First and first. I don't know how you guys get here before I ping. Some of you guys get here before I even ping you guys. I mean, it's weird because I guess YouTube will notify the people who are kind of regulars, right? But it doesn't notify anybody else, which is a problem to me, but you know what? We're not going to talk about it. YouTube sucks. It has its issues for sure. How are you guys doing? How are you, Jill? This guy just saluted me. I have no idea what we left off doing. I think I'm trying to get these drunk guys to sign this paperwork for me.
Tequila sunset. Whoop-de-doo. So now I'm a fucking storyteller. Right. Why not? Better than a beach bum.
How you became idiot doom spiral. I've heard it. Okay, yeah.
It depends, really. Are you willing to help me out?
Glad to hear you're going good.
The gleam in his eyes and the slouch in his posture is so incredibly familiar.
You want booze, don't you?
I don't want it, man. I need it.
Ugh.
Can't tell stories without it.
Yeah, I gotta get
My
this guy
stories
alcohol,
are
don't I?
boring,
This is gonna
see?
be annoying. Cause aren't I an alcoholic? I don't...
So, have you got anything for good old idiot doom spiral? A bottle for a story.
Do I have
Seems
Commodore
fair.
Red? Oh, I do. Oh, okay. I didn't realize I had alcohol in me.
Classy.
The fuck? I didn't know that. When did I pick that up?
Hey,
Okay.
Spiral Boy, you gonna share that?
Oh my god. Okay, like you don't need any more, bro. You don't need any more alcohol. Calm down.
Shut up, guys. I'm telling a story here. Something happened to you. Something happened to me, too. My actual name is George. But around here, you already know. I was once a reasonably high net worth individual. A founder slash junior partner at a high concept creative.
Oh man, is this gonna
services
be
business.
like, is he gonna tell his whole story
When my
right now?
story begins,
Yo, dog,
I had
like-
just landed a major contract.
Oh
with an
man,
insurance
maybe I shouldn't have asked about his life story. But why is the only option go on? But I don't. All right, fine,
I
whatever.
use the profits from my agency.
We're in
to
it now. I
finance
can't
what
get out of
call
it.
A cultural incubator. Abstract value generation, value per person, high concept stuff. I developed the paradigm, worked within the paradigm, but the burden of leadership weighed heavily on me. So I went jogging every so often to keep myself sane.
That's right. Getting a good run-in is important to maintaining your physical and mental health. Speaking of, when's the last time you did your laps, pork chop?
How many people did you have working for you? Huh. Yeah.
22 full-time employees, an all-star.
So he used to
team,
be a successful
potentially
businessman.
Historical set of individuals. Worrying about them often kept me up well into the morning hours. It did. With my trusty Sansarique tracksuit, I felt like I
He's
could
still
conquer
wearing
the
it.
world.
Actually. And then what happened?
But now dreams are worn.
What's such a
thin.
fall from grace?
Much
Something
like my
must have
trust.
happened. Huh.
One day I
His
left on my
shit-stained
evening
pants.
run.
Did you see that? Brushing
As
the
you may
dust off
know,
his
it's
shit-stained
impossible
pants.
to clear your head when you're distracted by the sound of keys jangling in your pockets.
What? Your brain calls yourself pork chop? What are you talking about? What does that mean? I don't understand that. Maybe I zoned out. Did he say something like that? Oh, when's the last time you did your laps, pork chop? Oh, well, I think he's just calling himself fat. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's his inner brain, Because wasn't that the physical? Yeah, physical instrument. Yeah, he's just calling him fat. Physical instruments like his testosterone, honestly. No, I think it was shit-stained pants, dude. Like, he shit his pants and he's just chilling out in them. Yeah, look, hold up. This is what we come to my fucking... Yeah, shit-stained pants. Bro, oh my god. Alright. Okay.
His eyes are clouded, his dilated blood vessels encircling his irises like stinging brambles.
So I removed the key ring and put the keys for the front gate and the apartment into different pockets to stop the jangling, you see? At least, that was the plan.
What?
I was halfway done with my usual lap when it started to rain. The reality situation became very wet, very quickly.
Wait, what?
It was a day not unlike this one here. I made my way back home and discovered that I didn't have the key to the front gate. I'd mixed it up with the key to the letterbox.
What does this have to do with
which
anything?
was useless. Naturally, the situation required me to climb over the gate, which I did. There was no climbing down because I slipped and landed on my ass.
Okay.
Ouch, indeed. Reality was looking rather grim just then. Me lying on my ass in a mud pit in the middle of a heavy shower. But when life knocked me down, I always got up.
Like, I'm not sure if it's exactly supposed to be as testosterone, but that's what it comes off as. It's always telling me to hit on people and do drugs and work out and, like, you know, like it was just calling me a pork chop, you know what I mean? Like, it's aggressive. So it seems like maybe it's his testosterone. I don't know. That's just my guess. I could be completely off the mark here because, like, I have media literacy, but not enough. You know what I mean?
So I made my way across the yard. Standing in front of my apartment door, fumbling with my pockets, I realized that I'd also forgotten my
What is this story? Where is this story going? Like...
I wish I were Tequila. I wish
Tequila,
I were.
yeah, he calls me Tequila Sunset.
Instead of my apartment
That's
key,
my nickname.
I'd taken the key to the office.
Okay.
I rang my neighbor's buzzers. It was late, and most of them didn't even answer. Those who did assumed I was trying to sell them something and hung up before I could even explain the situation. People are naturally wary of ad men, you see. One moment someone chats you up, 5 minutes later you've bought a box of edible lingerie and a strap-on.
Okay,
I
interesting
don't
direction to
begrudge
go
them,
with that.
especially since I was known to be one of the best.
Okay.
Heavy is the
So he
head
was a
that
salesman?
wears the crown.
Yeah.
Just then, I experienced a moment of clarity. I still had the key to my office. But when I reached my office, I remembered that I'd asked one of my producers to change the locks that day. Anyway,
somebody locked the door, he
long
couldn't get in.
story short, life
Blah, blah, blah.
spiraled out of control. I haven't gotten into my apartment for years, and my girlfriend left me because she didn't want to date a homeless man. The company...
What?
Well, you see where I'm going with this.
Huh?
So, now you've heard my tragic tale. What do you think? Like nothing you've ever heard, huh?
Yeah, exactly. This first response. Is that it? I feel like that. Yeah, it's just like, oh, I couldn't get into my apartment and I guess I lost my job. My girlfriend left me. Like, wait, hold on. There's a lot missing in between that. I've only been a hobo cop for a few days now, but it doesn't seem so bad. Look on the bright side. You've got one hell of a story. It's not a story. It's a very boring story missing extremely important parts. You do realize all of this is your own fault. I mean, no, Okay, I'm gonna...
Tequila, I've thought about this series of events for a long time. If there was anything else to it, I would have thought of it by now.
I have no idea what he's talking about. I mean, I think this is just showing the dystopian world that they live in. You know what I mean? And you get locked out of your apartment and your life spirals out of control and you turn into an alcoholic.
Why didn't you go to the authorities?
Yeah, like, there's so much missing here.
Well, at one point they came to me, but, you know, I didn't have any ID on me. So they tossed me in jail for 2 days.
Okay, yeah, so this is just showing how terrible the system in their country is, basically. Oh boy, what's next? Fleshlights? Good lord. I mean, this game is a little off the rails, not gonna lie, so, I mean, you never know. Alright,
I can't say it increased my faith in the RCM. No offense, gentlemen. The hobo lifestyle definitely has some perks. Not having to pay rent, first and foremost. Not being responsible for 20 other people is nice, too.
Ah, okay.
But that charm wears off pretty quickly. Before you know it, you're wearing a shit-stained tracksuit and spending your days picking tear.
I mean, I already do that. I mean, it could be Cloudblood, Josh. It could be. I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I'm not sure what exact. I mean, it strikes me as testosterone, but I'm not educated enough. So, like, because, like, the other stuff is pretty straightforward. Like, you have volition, inland empire, see, hunches and gut feelings, but, like, where's the physical instrument at? I don't know where it's at, I'll be honest with you. Oh, there it is right here, right next to it. I haven't leveled it up at all. Flex powerful muscles. Enjoy healthy organs. This is, like, see, that kind of strikes me as testosterone, like, right? Like, it's like, yeah, get healthy, get strong, work out, pumping iron and shit, I don't know. I could be wrong about that, though. Understand cop culture. Man, I need to start leveling up, you know that. Oh, I have skill points. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Yeah, revert that. That was an accident. Thank you. I'm so glad there's an undo button, because that was, like, just me being stupid. I should probably level something up, though, because I do have that extra skill point there. Let's see. Suggestion. Charm men and women. Play the puppet master. Okay. Composure. Straighten your back. Keep your... Okay. Authority. Intimidate the public. Assert yourself. Huh. Empathy. Understand others. Work your mirror neurons. I should probably hit that one up, honestly. Yeah. Okay. But what charm wears off quickly? What do you guys do around here? Why do you keep losing all your stuff? I want to hear the story of your name again. No. What do you guys do around here?
We are saving the world.
Aggression. Okay. So then it might be that then. Because, yeah, it does seem rather aggressive. And, like, you naturally, you associate aggression with testosterone, but, like, it doesn't have to be that. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm tired, man. We need to get some better energy drinks. But I also feel very strong nowadays, because I've been working out for, like, a week now, and I'm able to do more push-ups and more stuff, do more squats. I think I fucked up with my form with squats, though, but... Because I, like, kind of hurt my back a little, and I was like, you know what? When I start doing this with weights, this is going to be a real problem, so I should probably figure it out now, get the right form, and straighten my back and shit now. Oh, shit, Harry shaved? Look, I shaved. I forgot that I did that. That's right, because I have a house that I'm staying at here.
Please don't go. Don't go.
Bro, come on.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower.
I did have a Red Bull this morning, but I drank it before I worked out. I think I'm tired from, like, working out. And then also the Red Bull, I'm probably crashing from it, too, I drink these sugar-free Red Bulls, and they do tend to make me crash more. But, yeah, there's these, like, energy drinks that Lean Beef Patty sponsors that I was looking at, and I was like, these look... Like, Josh looked up what's in them, and they seem to be pretty good for, like, working out, giving you energy and stuff, so yeah. Actually, my new diet is pretty good for energy, honestly. So, I eat a lot of vegetables and fruits now that give me a lot of energy. Like, believe me, I feel 100 times better. I feel so much better just from the food I'm eating, right? But no, I think the tiredness is coming from, like Anon said, the energy drink. Like, I think I need to, like, I don't drink energy drinks every day, but, like, this morning I had, like, protein power with my eggs and stuff, and I don't know, I just think, like, my body's, like, crashing from the Red Bull. But my new diet is great, actually. I'm a huge advocate for counting your calories and weighing your food out and portion control, ladies and gentlemen. I love it. I feel so good after just a week of doing that. So
So now it's a pirate's life for me.
It's a pirate's life for me. I mean, you don't leave here, sir. Alright, why do you keep losing all your stuff?
Good fucking question, Tequila.
I think it's because you're
If
drunk.
I knew the answer, you think I'd be hanging out on a beach in this formerly premium but now extremely dirty?
Yes, I can absolutely do it without the energy drinks. Like, I think I want to get those energy drinks that we were talking about, the lean beef patty, sponsors. But I want to cut back on drinking them, like, every day. I want to drink those, like, when I work out. You know what I mean? And only, like, when I'm doing, like, intense workouts. Because I do work out about 5 to 6 days a week now. Even on my day off, I did some exercises. But I don't want to be consuming energy drinks 5 to 6 days a week. That just sounds like bad news to me. Yeah, the benefits of eating healthy, like, this is coming from somebody with one of the most severe mental disorders on the planet, right? Like, schizoaffective disorder and schizophrenia are very serious disorders. I have schizoaffective, and I'm telling you, the benefits of just a week of healthy eating are so good. I would absolutely recommend that to everybody because it has helped my mental health, too. I used to get to the point where I'd get so hungry that I would get angry and, like, not understand things and just be frustrated, and it would, like, make my episodes worse. Like, I'd get these episodes where I was, like, out of touch with reality because I'm a schizo, right? Those have been pretty much gone for this week. Like, and I'm not saying, like, oh, my schizophrenia is cured. It absolutely is not cured, but I feel better. This is why I'm saying I totally advocate for just eating more fruits and vegetables and counting calories. Absolutely. Yeah, portion control is huge. Absolutely. Like, and a lot of people will tell you, you can eat the same type of food, just less of it. Absolutely. But for me, I just switched out. I mean, I was already kind of eating healthy anyway. And the thing is like, I like fruits and vegetables, right? I love every fruit and vegetable. I could eat fucking jicama, and that shit tastes like dirt, right? I like every fruit and vegetable. It was not hard for me at all to just start weighing out those things because I already ate fruits and vegetables a lot anyway, and I already kind of leaned towards eating like lean meat and like eating fish more and like less carbs. So it wasn't hard for me to completely start doing portion control and weighing out and replacing everything unhealthy with just super healthy shit. That wasn't that hard for me to do. And I know it's really hard for other people to do, but I'm telling you, bro, like, I don't want to sound like being pushy, but I'm telling you guys, it feels so fucking good. It feels so good. Like, I cannot stress you enough how good I feel. It's crazy. Just a week. A week.
I used to own my reality situation. My business buddies and I had our own creative services agency. I had a nice apartment, an even nicer piece of ass. But somehow it all got away from me.
Huh. I mean, I feel like this story about you just losing your key and being like, oh, I can't make it into my apartment, that's such a weird story for what happened to him. Like, his whole fall from grace. I'm so confused.
Now I can't hang on to anything. Just last week I stole this nice new jacket, but then I lost it too. The only things I haven't lost are these two drunks.
Okay.
You of all people should empathize with this. Perhaps this lost jacket is something you could help with?
Tequila, it's a verifiable tragedy. It was practically brand new. Sure, it didn't really go with my lycra threads, but it did itch a lot less.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. To call a locksmith. Yeah, I'm like, what the? It's so weird because it's like, I guess okay, he's either keeping out important information for obvious reasons. He's omitting things because he doesn't want to look bad, or he doesn't want to, like, I don't know, say some crazy shit. Or that's just how crazy the world they live in is. That if you get locked out of your apartment and you don't have your ID, people just no longer believe you, and then you lose your job, and it's like, what the fuck? It's crazy. But I do suspect there's more to the story. Even nicer piece. Yeah, that kind of was jarring. I'm not going to lie. He was like, an even nicer piece of ass. I was like, why are you comparing, like, a woman to your apartment? I mean, I guess, like, if you say that my ass is nicer than the apartment you live in, that's quite a compliment. That's what I'm saying. Like, the story doesn't add up, Anon. It sounds weird, right? I feel like there's more to it, right? So, we'll see. We'll see.
Say, you're a detective, right?
Maybe you can help old Doom
Maybe
spiral
you can
out.
help old Doom spiral out. Solve the case of the missing jacket. What do you say, Tequila? Yeah.
Yeah! Like, you're
You did
asking
it,
a police
sir,
officer
right?
to find a jacket you stole and then lost? I mean... Okay.
If I knew where I lost it, don't you think I'd have it? I mean, maybe I was up by the boardwalk.
Well, no,
or
he owned a
walking along the
business,
beach,
so he
or
wasn't
checking
squatting.
out the
He like owned a
abandoned fish
business. He
market.
was like some kind of CEO or manager of a lot of people. So like it, I don't know, dude. As I said, it's an interesting story. There's a lot of pieces missing. Okay.
Somewhere north of here, that's for sure. You could ask around, see if anyone's... My agency. Man.
The Boom Boom
The
Room?
Boom Boom Room. Our concept was combining high art with the lowest forms of marketing. The color red, breasts,
Could be a lie. You're
and
right.
oil painting.
The color red, breasts, and oil painting. Okay. Find the jacket in this area. It's not in great condition. He left it where birds like to nest. Oh, okay. So it's around. Yeah, I was going to search around. I was like, I feel like it's right around here.
I convinced my partners to reinvest some of our profits in an even more high-concept cultural incubator called Thin Air. The artists were happy, the clients were happy. I was financing a group of poets in East Rebishal who were developing a new universal poetic language. But then it all went to shit.
Thin air. Now, I wonder what the fuck that means. Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads isn't high art. It's just cynical wankery. Okay? That's so high concept, I have no idea what it means. Mixing high and low. Commodifying culture. That is extremely my shit. That is absolutely not my shit. Man, fuck, we're not saying that for damn sure. The fuck? I'm totally against that, actually. Right, okay. Never mind that I asked. Yeah, I mean, honestly, that's kind of where I want to go with this, but I want interesting... Mixing oil painting and breasts to make ads, is it? Yeah, thank you. I'm going with that. It's just cynical wankery.
Well, you know, sex sells. That's the first rule of advertising.
Yeah, okay, bro. Okay. But it's, yeah, actually, you're right. Let the market sort it out. No need for me to regulate this stuff. I mean, that's not even what I'm saying. Why does everything have to be so extreme? It's a little tired.
Maybe you're right. Who knows?
Maybe we were behind
Maybe
the curve.
we were behind
We were
the
fucking
curve.
rich, though. That much I know.
We
Okay,
were
yeah, how
fucking
do you go
rich,
from
though.
rich
That much I
to
know.
this? That's what I'm trying to understand. What's up with the tracksuit? What about the other drunks? Yeah, what's up?
What? You've never seen 100% Lycra before? Go on. Feel that primo material.
Oh, okay. Yeah, exactly. That was a free market comment. Exactly. You noticed that too?
You really shouldn't touch it.
Yeah, I'm not touching that. Yeah.
That might be the right idea.
Yes, I'm not touching your
This here is
shit-stained
one of the
tracksuit.
last of its kind. Should probably be in a museum, honestly. Can't get it anymore. It was too primo, even for grub.
Oh my goodness. Okay, alright, bro.
Wow, you're lucky. He never lets me feel
I
it.
don't want to feel his fucking shit-stained tracksuit. What's wrong with you? Jesus. You know what this game needs more of? Molotov cocktails. I feel like a lot of these missions would be a lot easier to pass if I could just light things on fire, Project Zomboid style. But alright.
That's because your paws are fucking filthy, Rosemary. We're right next to the bay. You could wash them anytime.
Huh? Did he just call me Rosemary? Why do you have so many nicknames for me, man? Oh, I see. Rosemary is... That's the other person's name is Rosemary. Wow, I'm dumb. Okay, so... What about the other
My
drunks?
fellow members of the Union of Moribund
Arsonist
Alcoholics,
cop. That's probably something you could
they're
be.
exactly
I
what
swear.
they look like.
Yeah, I would hope that should be a branch. Arsonist cop. You just burn everything down. I mean, why can't you go the anarchist route? Maybe you can. I mean, you probably can.
Hey,
Tequila.
You want to buy some speed?
No, I don't want to buy speed. Why is everybody trying to sell me fucking meth and alcohol in this game?
Shut
Lord.
the fuck up, Rosemary. He's a cop.
Yeah,
remember?
I'm a cop. Can you stop?
I thought he was a cool cop.
I mean, I am, but I don't want to do meth, bro.
A gurgling sound comes from the direction of the non-responsive man.
Is he dying?
And yeah, you're already acquainted with abs. So yeah, that's basically us. We drink together.
Okay, this is depressing.
I'm all ears, Tequila. I do. But as you can see, my fuel tank is running quite low. If you catch my drift. Cottonmouth is keeping my tongue imprisoned.
Oh, God. Alright, I'm leaving. Let me go find your jacket. Let's see. You said where birds nest, so is there a tree somewhere? It's in this area? Oh, boy. Oh, okay. I remember being over here. That's right. This is where I'm staying. And... Uh-huh. The water runs from the west. The source is upstream. A broken pipe? What does that have to do with... Okay, no. Stick to the mission. What's this? Ooh, money. I need to stick to the mission because, like, otherwise I'll forget and get distracted. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. Relax, it's not yours. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol. Jesus Christ. Well, God, remind me of my fucking... This is how your brain works, though. Just reminds you of all the fucking dumb shit you've done wrong. Quick travel unlocked. Church. Okay. There's a church? I don't even see it. Where's the church? I don't even see it. Is this it? A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. Okay. Is it the church? Feel the shadow of a very large building fall on you. Okay. We drink and shit ourselves together. What the fuck are you talking about? What? Oh, you're talking about the drunks. Okay, I was so confused because I didn't see that comment at first. I was like, what the fuck? This is confusion. Alright, look, I'm getting lost. I need to find that tree, that jacket, before I forget what I'm doing.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone.
I mean, I don't really want to call anybody right now. Seems unnecessary. Calls become terrible sometimes. Yeah. The electricity flows through the wires with audible power. Alright. Yeah, I get it now, but at first I was like, the fuck is he talking about, bro? What's that? Okay. Alright. Oh, is this it? Is this the jacket?
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with
Ew.
pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth.
I think I'm looking at that jacket right now, Anon. Ugh.
Please tell me you're not taking that with you. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to have it returned.
Ew. Alright, we'll take it. Gross. Alright, let's go. That was easy. What's this? What time is it? 2:30 in the afternoon. Alright, I have time. I need to gather more money and stuff. Oh wait, I guess I don't, because I have a place to stay now. If I remember correctly, I got a house in my last save. Where are those drunks at? Are they over here? Oh, I just ran in a circle, didn't I? Lovely. Oh! Oh, well then I should go back there, actually. Good heads up, thanks. I wouldn't have thought about that. I would have just brought it to him dirty, honestly. I'm like, it's fine. He told me to go get it like this. Oh, this is the wrong direction. I really like the music in this game. It's comforting. Some fucked up shit is going on. It really does, get to you.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with? I can wash it for you. But it's going to take about a...
Hell yeah. No, we must run around ceaselessly.
What?
It would be
Yeah.
futile to stay put.
Bro, shut up.
I could use a breather. It's been another track and field day.
He keeps talking shit about how I run around. And I'm like, bro, it's a video game. I'm trying to get from point A to point B as quickly as possible. Like, come on.
Well, hand it over then. And I must say, I'm proud of this one. It's pretty nice underneath all that filth. I hope you take better care of it than its last owner.
Okay, well, let me go give this guy back his jacket. That's the first time I've done, like, a mission and got it done, like, right away. I'm gonna be honest with you. Usually that doesn't work like that. Look, we can walk, Kim, since you want to make comments about me running everywhere. Here's your jacket, dude.
Tequila Suns. My jacket?
A look of consternation crosses the man's face. He looks at you, then at his bottle, then back at you.
What the fuck are you talking about, Tequila?
Wait, so it's not your jacket?
Faum? That's medium concept.
Oh my god, bro.
Not my style at all. I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe you should lay off the booze.
Bro, you're the one who
Fucking
asked
with
me to
your
get the
head.
fucking jacket. Oh my god, I hate these people.
It becomes abundantly clear to you how this man managed to lose his keys, business, friends, and...
Yeah,
everything.
like, there's some kind of mental issue
I'm
here.
calling it. It's neurological.
Yeah. I went through a lot of trouble to get this for you. Take the fuck... Yeah, I had somebody clean it for you. Take the fucking jacket.
You know what? Fine. Maybe
Yeah.
I can pawn it for some booze.
Yeah, do something. Man, maybe I should have just sold it instead of give it to this ungrateful ass. No, I gave it to him anyway. I forced it on him anyway.
Aye, good thinking.
Yeah, whatever. Probably should have kept the jacket. Now that I think about it, but oh well. Take the fucking jacket. That's kind of the attitude that I would have though, like me as a person. If I did that for somebody and they're like, "This isn't what I wanted," I'd be like, "Take the fucking jacket, dude." It's exactly the type of human being I am. So I need to get. I'm just gonna mail that shit with only one signature because, like, I don't know. I think I fucked up by getting even. I got one of their signatures just because I was trying to see what would happen. Can I just walk in these people's houses? Is that okay? Okay, I guess it is okay. Oh, okay. A serious case. All right, let's go to the fish market. Oh, is that this way? Honestly, I'm not 100% sure. Oh no. No. I remember now. Sort of. Kim's just fucking fuming right now because I continue to run everywhere. So, is that this way? Yeah, I think it's this way, right? Maybe. Wait, do I have a map? I feel like I have a map. Okay, this map doesn't... Okay, never mind. Okay, what's this? Bar cover these long, dusty windows. Okay, cool. Oh, okay. Here's some people to talk to.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
Deal with what? Wait, no, finish your sentence, bro.
New officers. Come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
How does he know who Kim is? That was... Okay. What? Explain yourself.
Nice to meet you.
You and Kim know each other? Yeah.
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
Okay.
Mikhail's a little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into Worms lately. But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
This guy's awfully fucking happy.
This man is your half-brother. You feel
Wait.
it. But why?
Wait. My half-brother? Do you look like someone with money? Do you have any money? I mean, yeah.
I do have some money, yes, but that's not what's really important here.
Huh. I mean, it is. You see, I mean, he seems happy. That's why I was saying. He just...
He's not gonna give you money. What are you doing? Clearly you were just profiling.
Can I have some of that unimportant money? I don't want your money. I just want to see whether my profiling skills were working.
Oh no, I don't have it on me, officer. I was talking in more general terms. I'm just spending time with my kid here, showing him around the lesser-known parts of our home.
I feel like I'm just out here
I
just
wouldn't
like
be wise
intimidating
carry
people
huge
to
amounts
give
of
me
cash on
money.
Such expeditions.
Not that he would have to worry about being robbed. He looks surprisingly buff.
Is this guy actually my half-brother, or am I just crazy? Fascinating. Do you work out? Thank you for all the interesting information.
Aha! But it's not just any empty old building.
Springtime sun warming his handsome face. All four of you turn to admire the mural before you. Feld... Electrical. Right? Heart... What is that? Right? I can't pronounce this shit.
What not a lot of people know is, this used to be the R&D department of Feld Electrical.
I mean, it says it right there.
Which now sells in cartridges
Oh,
mostly.
research
Was once a top
and
dog
development. I
in
see
the turn
now.
of the century cybernetics boom.
Okay.
Hold on. What's R&D?
Research and development. That much I know because, I mean, now I see what it says. Research and development. It's just in a different language. Look at the building looming over you. Wait, what's an R&D department? I don't think I've ever heard of this Feld Electric. I mean...
It looks old and weathered, with seagulls picking apart its stone and metal carcass. Bushy undergrowth has taken hold of the collapsed rooftop. Some kind of bird has set up a nest on a broken windowsill.
Apologies, it's an acronym for research and development. They don't use it anymore.
They don't use it anymore? I mean...
You're probably more familiar with RTD.
Research
and
and
technological development.
I see.
Mea culpa. You are not familiar with that one either.
This man is a bookhead? Okay, alright.
That's not surprising. Only a vestigial ink cartridge and ferrotape manufacturer remains.
Okay.
They started out as a midway electronics outfit in Königstein 2 centuries ago. After an aggressive move to Revachol, Feld became a global player in the emerging personal electronics market of the pre-revolutionary era. Still, Tricentennial was beating them in business machines. But Feld had an ace up their sleeve, or should I say they were developing an ace up their sleeve. I'm mixing my metaphors here.
Yeah, actually.
It was here in Martinez, possibly in this very building, that they developed prototypes for a tape
computer? What?
An elegant folding mechanism of rollers and ferrotape ribbons, portable enough to be a take-it-home solution, revolutionizing business machines, possibly even bring them to the average consumer.
Oh, give me 1 second. I gotta grab some water. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I grabbed some seltzer water. There's like a lot of carbonation in it, which tends to make you feel fuller. Alright, anyway, where are we at?
Which is a feat of engineering even today's giants, Rehm, ICN, and ZAM, haven't achieved yet. Indeed. What?
The revolution!
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, their moonshot project never made it to the market. Feld's move to Revachol backfired. The revolutionary government liquefied their assets and expropriated those very advanced prototypes, possibly from this very building, or one of the adjacent ruins. All of this was built by Feld, even the boardwalk. Wild Pines built Martinez proper as a resort for their middle management. Feld built this side of town for R&D. Oh, I'm afraid it didn't end well for the boys. But this story is a bit too dark for little Mikhail here. Now, if you were to ask about tape computers... Yes, they even built a pleasure wheel, but that got destroyed in the
A
war.
pleasure wheel? What the fuck is a pleasure wheel? What? I don't know what that is. I should Google
Pleasure
that.
wheel?
Yeah, like, what the fuck is that?
Perhaps reminded of a childhood memory. It's clear he would prefer there were a big wheel lighting up the coast.
Oh. Oh, they mean a Ferris wheel. Okay. I see.
Yes, to lure in their star engineers. This part of Martinez was nothing but reeds before Feld arrived. they had to make the prospect of living here attractive. It was supposed to become a global center for innovation in cybernetics. But history had other plans. They used them for military communications.
Of course they did.
Also to write and send out press releases. The most notorious example being Le Decret de Mars.
What was that? Yeah.
What's the Mars Decree? I mean the radio transmission sent out to news agencies and world governments by the newly created commune of Revachol on the 7th of March in the year 02.
All right. Well, thank you.
It's a beautiful piece of text, actually. A singer-songwriter I know, Charette, called it a love poem to Revachol on her political concept album, Bon Baiser dans ce Lind. You should read it. Every local library in Revachol stocks a copy of the decree. I tried to get Mikhail to memorize it. Tried to. Someone was much too interested in worms to be paying any attention.
The kid takes a peek at the green and silver worm on the cover of the book, already forgetting about this part of the discussion.
Actually, no one knows. No one even knows what a computer made entirely of tape would look like. But word has it, they were very elegant, exquisite, alien-looking turn-of-the-century hardware. 10 years ago, I did a little freelancing, I guess you could say. I was a special consultant for an exhibition at the Wompty Dumpty Dum Center in Vredefort.
Wompty Dumpty Dum Center? What the fuck?
We had lengthy discussions with Paul Ockerman, who was head curator at the time. This was before the twins Keith and Guy Hughes joined the team, trying to...
Keith and Guy Juiced?
Wait, did he just say?
Yeah,
Wumpty Dumpty
he
Dum
did
Center?
say Wumpty. Okay, good. I'm glad I'm not the only one who was like, what the fuck is that?
He did it. He said Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center.
Right.
Like it's the most natural thing in the
Yeah, he just said it like that's the name of it.
world. What the hell is a
Yeah.
Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center? And who the hell are Keith and Guy Juiced?
Yes, I need you to answer these questions. The Wumpty Dumpty Dum Center, yeah.
The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center for Contemporary Art. The exhibition itself drew on Lagerman's notion of memory, and so there were some parallels. That's why the head curator, Paul Ockerman, chose to...
Is he making this up?
In fact, I'm not. The Wompty Dumpty Dum Center is a place you can visit if you're ever in Vredefort.
What
and
the
are ever in the
fuck,
market for
bro?
an exhibition space / contemporary art research center.
Okay. I can tell, yeah, just going on extremely long rants.
But perhaps I should return to the tape computers. As I was
He just wants
saying,
to
the
share
device itself
whatever
was
knowledge he
very
has.
elegant,
He's like
fragile
passionate
even.
about it.
One could write directly on the tape using a special chemical solution. The machine would then analyze the handwriting, perform operations, and project output onto a white screen. It was a beautiful, delicate thing.
I've seen cooler things than that. The RCM should get some of those. Yeah.
Even one would be very useful. Though I understand the socio-economic causes of the revolution, it pains me to imagine the revolutionaries setting fire to the precious device. But so they did. The Feld playback experiment vanished into the fires of 07.
Wait.
Yes, the official name of the prototype.
Failed playback
Some sources
experience.
report it as the Feld playback experience. But
Why
those
did
are incorrect.
revolutionary destroy it?
Who knows? Maybe it was an accident, or maybe they didn't want the technology to end up in the wrong hands. Either way, they're all gone now. All 3 versions of the prototype.
Okay, is this
Nothing
guy's
but
talking
debris
about
and
a
ashes
fucking
remain inside that
a
building.
tape computer? All right, man. This universe is wacky, dude. It's just so wacky outside of the regular storyline. The storyline is actually pretty straight, well, so far, you know. But it's like just some of the other stuff you learn about this universe. It's just completely wacky. I wanted to ask something else.
But of course, what else?
Do you work out?
I do some Lomantang stick fighting now and then. It's an anthropological heritage of the Lomantang people.
I shouldn't have
The
asked him this
martial
question
art
because he's just
source,
gonna rant
but
about
what
this
not a lot
now.
of books mention is that it also carries a cultural significance among the Lomantangs, as it used to be the best means of showing off to look for a bride, which,
I mean,
interestingly enough, brings us to the socio-economic structure of the
oh my god,
traditional
here we
rural
go, bro.
tribe
Come
of
on,
the
man.
Lomantang Isles, which
He goes on to give you a detailed overview of their way of life, the amiable, slightly nervous smile not once leaving his face. I mean, yeah, this guy just likes, he has a lot of knowledge, he likes to share it. People like that are great. Sometimes it can be annoying, but people like that are, I mean, it's cool. You can learn a lot from them.
But anyway, I'm boring you with details again.
Yeah, kind
You
of.
were saying. Then I guess everything got said, right? No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Okay. Oh, it's a healing item. Ooh, $5. Hell yeah. Ooh, another $1.23. Oh, there's people down here. Okay. Maybe I should go talk to them. Oh, there's a fence there. Alright. These might be the person's husband. Remember that woman in the wheelchair? Is this like her husband and his
Hello,
partner?
I'm Gary. How do you do,
The
officer?
crypto fashion. I mean, what a way to introduce a character, right? Just Gary, the crypto fascist. Like, okay.
Yellow man. I mean.
Oh my God!
officer.
Come on, man. That's just. Okay, good. I'm really glad that we're confronting another racist. There's always, it's like Kim said, there's always another racist. And I can tell you, as a minority in the United States, yeah, there's a lot of racist people in the United States. I can't speak for the rest of the world, but yeah, there's a lot of racist people in the United States. When he says there's always another racist, yeah, that's true. There is always another racist. You just learn to ignore them over time, you know? Like, you learn to ignore the people who just, pretty much in general, who make judgments on anyone for anything like that, like skin color, culture, even religion to some extent. Like, there's some religions that I'll judge, but yeah, like, you just gotta avoid those people because they're going to find a reason to fucking hate you anyway, right? They're gonna find a reason to, like, judge you, to be hateful, because the actual issue is that they have a problem with themselves. Like, and that's actually true. I know that sounds cliche, but that's actually very true. When you see people who are constantly negative, constantly hateful, whether they're racist, misogynistic, whatever it is, somebody who's hateful, who's always bitching about something, right? Those people are miserable usually. That's usually what it is.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly.
He's gonna write this shit down. He's like, this guy is racist. Yeah.
Yellow man. That sounds awfully familiar.
Something to keep
Something
in
to
mind
keep
for...
in mind for later.
No, I'm not gonna say that shit later. The fuck?
I'm just waiting for my friend Morel to finish up with his insect traps so we
Great.
can return to civilization.
Why does he sound like fucking Kermit the Frog? He kind of sounds like Jordan Peterson and Kermit the Frog. Jesus.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
Oh, here we go, man. The crypto fascists already using the word degenerate. I mean, I'm a fucking degenerate, bro. It's fine. I watch anime, so by default, I'm a degenerate, right? I watch anime, and I'm a degenerate. That's all I gotta say. I'm a weed-smoking fornicator. Drunks and degenerates. That's my crew. Sadly, I think I might be a drunk or a degenerate. Maybe even both. Nobody's perfect. I'm sure you've been tempted to drink. Yeah, let's play it straight. Fuck this guy.
Oh, I've been tempted. But someone has to stay strong for Revocall.
Ugh, God, dude. Okay.
Serious question time. This man is no innocent. No one is.
Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling in rags? Is this your mug? Are you a cryptozoologist? It is his mug, because this is the guy whose apartment I went into. You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kim. Thank you for... Okay. I'm just gonna ask him all these things.
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
I feel like you had something to do with it.
So you do know something about it.
Right.
No, no. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that.
You sound
just glad
guilty.
to hear you're
Everybody
looking
sounds guilty in this
That's
game
all.
to me. They all sound like liars to me.
My mug?
Because
Why
I broke
would
into
you
your
think that?
house. Seemed like you were calling to it longly when you cried. You said yellow man. That's not something so many people... Yeah, right? Like, you seem racist.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No
Yo,
offense meant to
yo,
anyone.
this is like literally how racists are, right? They'll be like, I just say insert whatever racial slur, and it's not meant to hurt anybody's feelings. And I'm like, but it does? So maybe don't do that. It's very simple argument. You know, what's the, like, somebody asked me, like, why shouldn't I say racial slurs? And I was like, because it hurts people's feelings. There's no reason to say it. It's that simple. Still seems suspicious. Did I mention the mug was found at the scene of a lynching? Alright, I believe you. You look like the kind of man who knows his okay, yeah. Right here.
Okay, okay. I admit it. I threw the mug away in the trash container behind the hostel. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer.
Okay.
You're not going to find me, are you?
I can fine him? Wait, you can fine people for throwing things away? I mean, he's a fascist, so yeah, let's fine him.
Okay, I deserve that. And I won't do it again.
Oh, fuck you.
You have my word.
Go fuck yourself. I don't even understand. This is abuse of power. Why am I'm fining him $100 for throwing trash away because he's a fascist. I'm making a judgment on who he is as a person, so I'm punishing him for that. Does that make me any better? Probably not. I mean, really. But oh well.
I don't know what got into me. Stuffing my garbage in another man's property. I've been having trouble at work lately. The Koikos are price dumping us out of competition.
Okay.
What did you do, Gary?
Okay.
Nothing.
That's that chick's husband.
Nothing. Just answering some questions.
Oh my god.
Helping out the law.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Start pumping that sweet info.
How did you get into the trash container? Did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanging behind... Oh. Yeah, how did you get into it?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services. CS Municipal.
Why would you need
he gave
that?
me a master key for the trash containers.
Yeah,
of
what the
Martinez,
fuck? You're looking more and more suspicious by the minute.
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob.
Okay.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced
I don't
myself.
believe you.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
He studies his reaction. Gary doesn't answer.
Yeah, let's
Officer, please. Let me explain.
You have a key,
Not
though.
like that.
Like, this is actually really suspicious when you admit to throwing some shit away when there's like, yeah, this actually is making him look guilty.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard.
Yeah,
from
this
where
is the
you
guy whose
stay,
apartment I
and
opened.
I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know? Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the Whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changes his mind mid-sentence. Jeez, I wonder what that means.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Oh my god, dude.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before, but where?
What sound? Really? There's lots of weird stuff out here in the reeds, though. Insects, trash. Could be the wind shifting some garbage nearby.
Every day, the wind shifts the reeds and whatever was left in them. tambourines and condom wrappers, plastic and glass bottles, the smell of decay.
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor.
Man, this guy sounds
but
guilty
I don't know
every
anything
question.
about it. What? I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird
Every day, the wind.
I hope I could help your investigation.
Shut the
Don't be so
fuck up.
relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation?
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sale. I meant no offense, truly.
Well, then why did you say a racial slur right when you fucking saw him? I meant no offense. The first thing you fucking did was point out that he's different by calling him Yellow Man. Like, what the fuck is... The fuck? Yeah. I figured that out. He's super suspicious, bro. Like, this guy's super suspicious.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be a really good one?
Yes, exactly. There is always another racist.
Well, this is that racist.
Yep. Are you, Gary? Are you a racist? Wow, I didn't think it was just gonna go straight to that. I like the previous racist better. He is nothing compared to Measurehead. I mean, yeah, Measurehead has a whole system. That's what I thought, because I heard the clinking. To get it. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to pass that check. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know if I'm going to be able to pass it. Yeah, I already questioned him about the mug and everything. I've already questioned him. So at this point, it's really just a question of, like, can I pass this check?
Hey, man. All I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
Yes, what are they doing in that seal theirs? Seal? Is that how you pronounce it? Scheming? Wow. Do you have a problem with Sealites? Yeah,
No, no problem at all.
Yeah, I don't believe you. Do you know, are you... Okay. Do you live nearby in an apartment in Martinez? Oh, boy. Okay.
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
Okay.
What does he do then? This feels like a good opportunity.
My authority's going
dominate
crazy.
him.
What do you do then, if not cryptozoology? Fascinating. Okay, yeah.
Oh, this and that.
What's that? As long as you're making ends meet, sounds shady.
Officer,
Yeah.
I would never. I just didn't.
And then
want
tell
to
me what
bore
it
you
is.
with I work as a special courier. You know, urgent deliveries, overnight deliveries.
You're a
to
fucking drug
hourly
addict?
locations.
Drug dealer, I mean?
Oh, I don't know the contents, officer.
Yeah, that's drug dealing.
Part of my job is discretion. Yes, officer? Sure do.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Have you found your door open lately? Mr. Clare must be very angry with you. I think I broke into your apartment. I'm very sorry. I mean, I'm not sorry. You're a fucking fascist. Honestly, I didn't feel bad about opening his door when I got in there because I saw the mugs and I don't know if you were here for that, but that happened on the last stream. I went into his apartment and I saw the mugs and was like, this is the guy that had the racist mug. So, yeah, I knew this was him. Have you found your door open lately? We'll return to this later. For now, let me ask you something else. Okay.
Of course. Of course.
Okay, what do I need to pass this check? Composure? What is my composure even at right now? I need to level up before I try this check. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yeah, I need to level up before I try this check. Damn, I should have leveled this shit up when I had the chance. I'm gonna go talk to the other guy and see if I can get some points.
Here we go. Nice, innit?
There's a cylinder on the ground in which the man is arranging some netting. It looks like some kind of trap. He notices you.
Who's there? Oh, the police.
No, the police.
To what do I owe the pleasure? Of course. thank you for passing along the message.
Oh, I got a
That
skill point.
damn
That was
water
easy.
lock is broken, and we can't go all the way around the 881.
Yeah, that was me. I broke the water lock with my motor carriage, but it's fixed now. You can go back. The water lock's been fixed. It was fine when I crossed it. Wow. Just tell him the truth.
Broke the water lock with a motor carriage.
There is a billboard in the
Billboard
canal.
canal.
Yeah, I'm
Not a
reckless.
vehicle. Said Samaran butter.
I guess you're right. It was really the sign's fault. Anyway, you can go back now. No, it was all me. I caused your delay, and I'm sorry. Should I just be a fucking asshole? I mean, I'm just gonna say it was really the sign's fault. This is fucking hilarious. May give a penalty. Yeah, I'll check in a second. I'll just say I'm sorry.
Did he say we can go back now?
Shut up, you fucking fascist.
Yes, Gary. We can
Yes,
go soon.
Gary. Sounds
If you see
Australian.
Lena, tell her I won't be long.
Yeah, whatever.
Sir, your wife is waiting for you.
I just have to do one more round. See if the phasmid has taken the bait. Then we're going.
Feel like something bad's gonna happen to you.
For all his passion, this man is diligent and patient. You could learn things from him.
Okay. Okay, look. I'm gonna do my leveling up right now. Let's see. What shoes am I wearing? I don't... Oh, this gives me perception. Huh. There we go. Those shoes give me composure. Perfect. I'll just level this up real quick. Perfect. Now I should be able to pass this check.
Always a pleasure.
Shut the fuck up.
Officers.
Even 10th. I don't feel good about this, I'm gonna be honest with you. Because, I don't know. It just...
That
Yes,
shirt
yes.
looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together. As
Yeah.
if something is ready to rip out from underneath. Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other.
Ew,
Resembling
imagine taking
pearls or
armor off a
diamonds,
corpse and just putting it
stolen
on
from
your
the
body.
corpse
But then
of
again,
a guy
fucking
with
RPG characters do it all the time. See, you're a connoisseur of high quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
You're a
I was-
fucking piece of shit, and that's also weird. That's a weird thing to do.
I was ashamed of what I did.
You should be. That's fucking weird.
And I didn't want you to know.
That's fucking weird, dude. What the fuck?
This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Oh my god, dude. I don't think I got the anal bees dialogue. Thank God.
Gary, what's going on?
Later, Morale. I've got apologizing to do.
Oh my goodness. No, you gotta give me the armor, bro. Like, it's more than just apologizing. This is like straight up crime.
No, you've got explaining
Yeah,
to do.
exactly. Like, this is just a straight up fucking crime, bro. It's not apologizing. Like, you can go to jail for this. Why did you really put those clothes in the trash? Why did you lie to me, Gary? Do you know who killed the hangman? Why did you really put... Okay, well, let's just get down to the nitty-gritty.
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more. Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling. So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all
It
said
go,
he wasn't
there it
foreign.
is. Remember when I said this guy's just a racist? There it is. Like,
Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake.
It's
Hell, I
weird,
know
bro.
it'd give you guys trouble.
You fucking
I would have-
weirdo. How would you...
Fuck.
How would you, like, not assume that this would give people trouble? Come on, man.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. CLI officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
It's difficult to say what the lieutenant thinks of this historic apology. His face does not belie emotions.
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But
I don't like this guy.
The hell, Gary? You in trouble?
Oh my god.
I'll explain later.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully.
Right,
The
thank you, bro.
cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat.
Gross.
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
Alright, we completed a task. Look at that. Okay. Alright, let's talk to this guy. We could probably get experience out of him.
Hello? Well, first of all, it's damn difficult to find, which is why we've been knee-deep in the reeds laying traps for it. Good question. Being a phasmid of the order Phantasmodea, a ghost insect, it disguises itself as plant matter. In this case, the reeds. Awful lot of reeds around, aren't there? And I suspect it may have also developed other specialised techniques to protect itself from predators, or scientists, in our present case.
Ow.
It's my hypothesis that it has evolved certain electrochemical defenses.
The fuck, man?
that
Did
allow
people
it
just
to
make this shit
interfere
up?
with
It's just
animal
like...
perception,
It's my hypothesis.
impeding
How'd you come up with that?
recognition, confusing the visual cortex.
So, like, Kim was saying this stuff is like pseudoscience, right? And it's like, yeah, you can tell pseudoscience when someone creates a hypothesis based around, like, trying to confirm what they're trying to prove, right?
But I cannot describe how these defenses work.
Exactly.
Much less how they evolved. Without
Exactly.
studying a live specimen.
And you've never found one, yet you're convinced it's real. That sounds like nonsense to me.
Yes, it makes perfect sense. You're beginning to suspect there's something paranatural about this phasmid.
No, I don't think so. I think... Okay. How big is the phasmid? Yeah.
I'm expecting it to be quite giant. One known species of phasmid, called the Megaphasmodea zoensis, is about the size of a grown man's forearm. So,
Okay.
Seems puny, to be honest.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I thought we were talking like big, but okay. Of course, physical instrument has to say that. Always talking shit, always aggressive for no reason. Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be as colorful as some of the other cryptids I heard about.
typical rookie assumption. Insects are much more sophisticated creatures than those unversed in zoology give them credit for. Even simply catching a glimpse of the Insulindian phasmid would be the apex of of any cryptozoologist's career.
Would be glory itself.
Okay. Why are you so interested in this stick bug? It doesn't seem to be... Okay, that's what have you discovered about so far?
Very little, I'm sorry to say. No one's ever captured a specimen, so all our information is based on first and third-hand accounts. Not yet. That's what makes it a cryptid.
I mean, like, but so that is so weird. Like, I just okay.
Just out of curiosity, if there's no proof of its existence, how do you know it's real?
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, how do you know it's real?
I know it's
Yeah,
real.
exactly, Brave. It's like, yeah, that's yeah, you exactly. He knows it's real. It's just like it's a belief.
By which I mean, I've heard enough first-hand accounts to believe quite firmly that the Insulindian phasmid is more than mere superstition.
Maybe it does exist, but like I don't know. I don't know. Sounds kind of crazy. Oh, hey Nell, how are you?
What would it be like to grasp and hold onto something you think is next to you, or just behind you, like a trace of vapor you exhaled one spring morning as a child? This is what he's searching for. A spectre.
Yes, the most recent sighting was by a couple of teenagers along the coast here.
That's good to hear.
That's
I
what
hope you're having a
brought
good
us
day.
to Martinez specifically. It's the first credible sighting in several decades. Admittedly, it's an unusual location for this species, but with all the sewage runoff upstream, it probably doesn't matter much anymore. I have to resist the thought. Such an extraordinary creature is doubtlessly highly resilient. After all, it's generally thought to be capable of parthenogenesis.
How would you know that if you've never studied it, though? Like, yeah, exactly. Exactly. Like, what even is that? I don't know what that is. Does anybody know what part? Yeah, okay. Apparently Harry doesn't know what it is either.
Yes, the females don't need males to reproduce. Makes it easier for a species to survive in adverse conditions.
The females don't need the males to makes it easier. What the fuck? A crime against passion and common sense. This arouses no special feelings to me.
Yes, the Insulindian phasmid is a very clever insect. That's why it's so damn difficult to catch. But as a scientist, I'll try my best to remain dispassionate.
There's nothing dispassionate about the way he...
Yeah, no, he's not dispassionate at all. He's super passionate about it. Oh, really? That's funny. You can talk to it. I mean, yeah, but this type of game, of course it's real. You know what I mean? Of course it actually exists because of just how buck nutty this game's universe is. Like, even though I'm being skeptical, I kind of had a feeling it existed because, yeah, this universe is just off the wall. Tell me more about these traps. Lena seems very eager for you to return.
Well, they may not look impressive, but Lena designed them quite cleverly, so I'm sure they'll do the trick. Yes. Simple. Attracted by the locusts, the phasmid crawls down the funnel and, having eaten its fill, can get back out. At least, that's the intention. The net isn't a perfect solution, but we didn't want to use anything that might damage the specimen's delicate exoskeleton.
The Pale? No, I haven't heard anything about that yet. The Pale. I think I'm still, like, early in the game, technically.
Locusts. Nearly all known phasmids are herbivores, of course. But we've hypothesized that the Insulindian phasmid might occasionally prey on other insects.
Inside the traps, a number of locusts crawl and tumble over one another in a tiny, chittering swarm.
They'll work, I assure you. The predatory hypothesis, using locusts as bait, accounts for the failure of previous efforts by other teams, which use plants. We have given this some thought. Yes. What? And I'm eager to return to her, I assure you. But I can't leave before we've finished with these traps. My wife understands that just as well as anyone.
Come on, Morale. We've been soaking out here for days.
I mean, not to agree with the fascists, but I actually do think you guys can just finish your shit and go. Like, damn, you've been out there for days.
And leave the traps? Absolutely not.
Oh my god. I think
Won't
your
let
wife just
Lena
wants to
down.
see you, bro.
Come on, she wants us back. I'm soaked up to my nuts over here. We'll both catch reed crabs if we don't dry out soon.
Reed crabs? Ew.
Won't let Lena down. Sounds like the cryptozoologist's wife shares a
Of course it's important to her. She's seen it. A verified
Wait,
site,
she didn't tell
a
me
record
that. Yeah, I don't remember
from
her
the
telling
early
me
40th
that.
Century, and it's her.
I talked to her. I asked her all the questions. She didn't tell me she'd seen the phasmid.
Yes, that's how we first came to know one another, in fact. But that's her story to tell, not mine.
Interesting.
needless to say, you must.
Yeah, I'm
ask her
going
about
to when
the
I get back into
mysterious
town.
phasmid.
Oh, okay. I mean, I do remember him interrupting me, but I kept asking. I don't think she ever got to the pail, though.
Suffice to say, it's long been our dream to find proof of the Insulindian phasmid together. I can't abandon course now. No. The traps need to be monitored on a regular schedule. What would we do if the phasmid were to starve while we were
Jesus
sitting
Christ,
at the
bro.
hostel?
Alright, fine.
He's dead set on this.
I didn't expect you to take such an interest in our work here, officer.
Chaos is my method. I am its scion. All in with this cryptid shit. I'm hooked. Okay, yeah.
Caught the bug, I see.
I mean, it is kind of
It's
interesting,
easy
not gonna
to
lie.
get caught
It
up
just
in the
sounds
search than
like
you'd
bullshit.
imagine.
Where are these traps? I think I'm looking at them right here. Right, there's 3 right here. What do I do if there's a phasmid in one of these traps? What if I encounter the phasmid in the wild?
There are 4 in total. One is to the south, on this little peninsula, by the boathouses there. It's very near. Another we set in Land's End.
Okay, so these
to
aren't the traps right
northeast.
here.
It's behind a small sand dune there. On your way to the old radio tower. The 3rd is set near the canal, where you crossed, by a concrete slab. A big thicket of reeds going up the slope. And among them, you should check at least one of those before returning to this one. Since I just said it. This one's more of a technicality, but still, better say, bring it to me at once. Just make sure the trap is closed tight. That's highly unlikely, officer. But in the event you do, I'll spray you with a pheromone.
Pheromone? Wait, what? Am I trying to, like, attract it to me? Wait, what?
Did you hear that? Pheromones. You were right about the teenagers.
Oh my god. It really was the phasmid that made the teenagers make out.
Oh, I doubt there is any connection there. Anyway, these pheromones will attract the insect to you.
Oh,
Or
I
at
see.
least prevent it from bolting at the sight of you. It's quite potent. Should last you about a week.
Lay it on me. Thick. Yeah, lay it on me thick. Go ahead. Alright, awesome.
This is the smell of dying reeds, of longing crumbling into the water.
Alright, I don't know what I'm signing up for here, but alright,
I
here we
hope you're
go.
not buying this. It dispenses it without letting you touch the canister, so it would be precious like holy water.
It is precious. A single dose cost me 50 real to develop. Not that I expect you to understand self-financing one's own
So you guys
research.
are all just racist, I can tell. Fucking assholes.
Right. Which means you two can pack up and go back to the whirling.
Whatever he thinks about this detour, it's clear that these
Finally, someone's.
Thank you for your help.
Why the fuck are we
Carry on
helping
and
out
start
fascists?
breaking down camp. If you have any more questions, now's the time to ask. I've just always liked animals and puzzles. Searching for cryptids is a bit of both.
he seems reluctant to talk about himself, but he'll open up if you prod a little.
It's not child's play, just because I have to traipse through the mud every so often. Real. I know you think one is a respectable profession, while the other is superstition. Everyone does.
Honestly, being a cryptozoologist trumps with... Yeah, honestly.
My methods do not differ from other scientists. I simply draw upon a wider variety of evidence. And I have more hope that something truly surprising might happen.
Your
Interesting.
nerve endings tell you there is no such thing as a positive surprise.
No, as I said, I have yet to catch a cryptid, although I have come close. Close enough to keep trying. Everything from forgotten regional lore to newspaper accounts, like the one that brought us here, to look for the phasmid. I keep a very few cryptids are ever discovered, and not for a lack of trying. To stay hidden is of the list of cryptids kept by the Cryptozoological Society of Chemnee, which is 4,082 items
Jesus,
long.
wow.
About 2,000 have been confirmed as hoaxes.
Wow.
2 are categorized as confirmed discoveries. The rest are in differing stages of discovery. Yes, the Chateau Quan forest pygmy, who turned out to be an extinct species of primate, and a cave salamander from Grad, who is, honestly, quite unremarkable. It's in a zoo somewhere. We cryptozoologists are brutally honest with ourselves, more so even than the public. With most cryptids are hoaxes, or they are
Okay,
never
at least
found.
he's realistic about how
Does that
most
mean
of the
we should
shit's
stop
fucking
searching?
hoaxes.
Indeed.
I'm just going along with this
If
bullshit.
our
I'm like,
expedition
yeah,
is
you're gonna do it,
successful,
bro.
Every paper in the world will report on it. From Revachol to Duchantu. It will be a zoological miracle.
The hair on your arms stand up. Electricity. Sounds like reeds hissing.
Yes? Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
Yeah, it's fucking weird.
Thanks.
Yeah, like, you're definitely listening to us. He's right there.
He's still glad his friend stood up for him.
All right. What cryptids precisely? I usually discuss these things with specialists, so I don't know what.
You need to ask him about specific cryptids. Cryptids you've heard about from Lena or his friend Gary. He won't just talk.
Formerly the most dangerous, yes. But do you know the most dangerous living cryptid?
Bet you're gonna tell me.
He doesn't want to make it feel like you knowing it is some big deal.
That must be the evil apes duking it out. I like that answer.
The what?
The apes. I suspect I may be one myself. Wow.
Oh, you're just talking about humans. Well, yes. We are quite dangerous, but we're hardly cryptids. The most dangerous cryptid is a carnivorous ruminant, known colloquially as the dread moose.
The dread moose?
Yes. The
Reminds
dread
me of
moose
like that
subsists entirely on
DJ
flesh.
Dead Mouse.
It has even been known to dig up fresh graves in search of sustenance.
Does it also attack people? What does the dread moose look like?
Just like an ordinary ardent moose. You can't. That's what makes it so dreadful.
Not
and
completely.
hard to identify.
Yeah, like you gotta give me more. Like what?
The bodies found in the forest are just one piece of physical evidence. There's more. The recent surge in the moose population has hidden carnivores. The dread moose are effectively removing competition for both themselves and their evolutionary cousins.
Oh, now that's an interesting piece of evidence. But why would it need to hide its carnivorous nature? What exactly is the relationship between carnivorous moose and regular moose? Are there any reliable eyewitnesses accounts of moose killing other animals for food?
Moose are already being hunted for sport. Can you imagine what would happen if they came to be viewed as predators?
What exactly is the relationship between carnivorous moose and regular moose? Are there any reliable eyewitness accounts of a moose killing other... Okay.
The carnivorous moose are a very young species, the result of a genetic mutation that fared well in the process of natural selection.
Okay.
It makes sense that such a majestic animal with natural weapons, antlers, would come to rule the forest. The only strange thing is that it took so long.
He sees in a dread moose something perversely beautiful and just.
Why would it need to hide its carnivorous nature? Okay.
One slaughterhouse at the outskirts of the woods in Vasa reported that its staff kept seeing moose in the distance. The moose would just stare at the building, as though they were waiting for something. Its eyes bloodshot.
That does sound
full of
suspicious.
cruelty.
I mean, like, that's not the greatest evidence.
And that's not all. Some of the slaughterhouse apprentices went hiking by a nearby creek and saw a moose nibbling on an unidentified carcass.
Well, okay.
This isn't something unique. Various species of deer have been known to scavenge when plant food is scarce.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that about... I didn't know that.
Anyway,
Yeah, I got
there's
some
more
experience
than
out of
enough
it.
evidence to justify a thorough search for the dread moose. Let's close the subject before it turns into an argument.
Here is a man who has had more than his fair share of heated arguments and would, surprising as it may seem, prefer not to have any more.
That's how I am. I've had my fair share. I'm a very opinionated person, and I cannot stand when people are just, like, saying wrong shit and spreading misinformation and stuff. So I've spent a lot of time arguing with people, debating with people and stuff like that in my past. And then I just got to a point where I was like, I'm kind of done talking to people all the time, just stupid people all the time. And I just stopped. I just don't want to get into any more debates. If you want to live your life in a fucked up, dumb way, go ahead. I don't care anymore. I actually reached that point where I've moved from being cynical into being an absurdist. Like, everything's just absurd to me now, and I don't care anymore.
A willow person. It's a long story. One non-specialist.
What are
would
willow
find
people?
rather
Like,
dull.
yeah, what the fuck?
They're not people, really. Some argue they aren't really animals.
They evolved
seem
from
to have
trees?
evolved directly from trees.
What the hell, bro?
They're very, very thin, almost flat in fact, and can camouflage themselves easily, wrapping themselves around trees and blending in with the tree bark. In that way, they're not too dissimilar from the phasmid we're looking for here.
I may have seen these willow people.
You probably have.
Okay.
Ari and I painted an entire grove's worth of trees in slow-drying paint. It was a bright lavender colour. I was hoping one of the willow people would get paint on it
Ah,
and not be
interesting.
able to camouflage itself. After waiting in hiding for hours, I saw a figure slip from one of the trees.
Huh.
A lavender shadow dashing through the grove. I chased it with a net. Not very elegant. You can't be elegant in the field. And, well, it was faster than me.
A lavender shadow.
Interesting. Yeah, Kim's just a skeptic.
I know you think we were snacking on funny mushrooms. It's easier to mock someone than to admit that the world might be more interesting than you've imagined.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like Kim is irritated with this, but he's just, I don't know, Kim just lets me do my bullshit, and it's kind of interesting.
Furthermore, I'm not saying it was a confirmed sighting. I'm painfully aware of what goes into verifying such things. There is a serious possibility that I saw a squirrel or a trick of the light. I am my own harshest critic. Confirmed. It's 100% verified and meets all the standards of an authentic cryptid sighting. No offense, officer, but I'm not much of a pedagogue. I don't know what I would have done if Lena hadn't persuaded me to go back to field research. You should ask her if you want interesting stories.
I mean, he does seem amused, like him smirking and stuff.
Me?
I mean, he was kind of nudging me to shut up with Lena.
Unless you haven't noticed. and I don't make a good lecturer. My strength lies in field work and persistence. By all means.
Alright. Where are the... Alright, he told me where the fucking shit is, and I forgot, so... Land's End, far northeast of the south. Excuse me. Check the trap Morel just set up in the cryptozoologist camp. I mean, it's literally right in front of me, I'm pretty sure. Right? Like, right here. One of these, right? Or is it... Oh, is it this?
That patch of reeds over there, it's a great place to hide something. Kind of out of the
Wait,
way.
I can't see
Being so
anything.
close to the water.
I mean, that's where the trap is, right?
Nothing. Just a hunch. The hunch passes, leaving you there.
Okay.
Yes? Yes. I don't know what to say. Perhaps, I'm not really sure about this turn of events. I think the mutton chops might have been a better idea.
Oh,
They sort
wow!
of seemed to cover up some of the...
Yeah, right? I'm not much of a pedagogue, and he's just fucking rambled for the whole time. Wow.
Either way, good on you.
Wow,
You
he
were
doesn't
saying?
like that I shave, bro. Okay, so anyway, they said something was hiding in the reeds, and I ignored that, so... I don't know. Where's this trap at that I'm supposed to be checking? I'm gonna be honest with you. Where is it? Oh, that should be over here, right? Northeast? That'll be this way? Maybe I miscalculated. Okay. I feel like I'm looking in the wrong place, but you know me. I never know how to do shit. Oh, there it is. Found it.
There's a trap in the reeds at your feet. Looks like the same one you saw. The reeds shake sadly in the coastal breeze. Snow specks the stalk. The wind picks up here, near the cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold for this time of year. Locusts are crawling around in the trap, confused but uneaten. You see no carnivorous reed phasmid gorging on them.
Big surprise. Anyway, 1 down, 3 to go.
I like how Kim is just indulging this nonsense. I was hoping it would be in the first one.
No, you weren't.
The reeds shake sadly
He's like, no, you
in the
weren't.
coastal breeze.
Fucking
Snow
Kim
specks
doesn't like
the
this
stalks.
shit, but he's
Most of
still
it
indulging
melts
it, and that's kind of
quickly.
hilarious,
The reeds
honestly.
seem to be waiting for something. The wind picks up here, near the Cape's end, surrounding the narrow strip of land from 3 cardinal directions. It's cold.
Alright, where's the other one? Let's see, we got... Alright, check trap near the bathhouses, west of the film building. Check the trap near the canal you crossed. Okay. I'm gonna forget where all those are, but alright. What was that?
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must...
No. I won't even try. You know, I had a partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad.
Oh yeah, why would I ask him that? I forgot about his vision. I'm an asshole.
This partner of his, Eyes, things didn't end well. It saddens him to say his name. Don't even ask. He would...
Alright, I already forgot where the other traps were. See, I have such a bad memory. Setup. Okay, where's that at? This way? Oh, gotta go around.
This is the trap Morel just set. Checking it over, he said, is just the reeds by the abandoned campsite sway and tremble while the snow falls all around. The later it gets, the colder. Remnants of the camp can still be seen in the sand. The fire that's gone out. This trap is also full of panicked locusts.
Another empty trap.
How are you enjoying the cardio, Lieutenant? Alright.
Always up for a good jog. Otherwise, would I still be on this case with you?
Okay, so he does like running with me. Awesome. Just wondering. I think it's hiding. I think the fucking cryptid is hiding over here. Because I had like a little insight when I came over here. So I think it's hiding in those reeds. Alright, we checked that one. So what's the next one? Check the trap near the boathouses west of the Feld building. Alright. At least the game understands that people with poor sense of direction, if you give them like a landmark, like the Feld building, and then just tell me to go west, east, whatever, that works. So west would be this way? Wait, isn't... Didn't I just check the one west of the Feld building? Is this to the west, or am I...
smell. It's awful and familiar. It doesn't help. You can
What
still
the fuck
smell
is that?
it. Don't be naive.
Oh no.
Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency.
Uh-oh.
That
There's a
faint
dead
return
body out here?
sweetness.
Wait, is that a dead body right there? Is that a dead dude right there, dude? Oh shit.
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
Heads up, Lieutenant. Something's not right here. Yeah, there's a fucking dead body.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief.
Oh,
to
okay,
his
yeah, he
nose.
knows something's wrong. Is this body dead? Is that a dead person?
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an
Okay,
empty
yeah,
bottle
he's
of
dead.
spirits. In his half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted.
Yeah, that's what I
like a
thought. He looked
sad
dead.
puppet. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse.
Okay, well, it's
but
getting there.
Hold on. Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Okay, well, here we go.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
Well, alrighty then.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another day.
Just another dead body. Wow. Study the man's clothes. Alright.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Kebab sauce. Well, at least
The leather
he
jacket
had a good
suits
meal
him
before
well.
he died.
It must be custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card
Okay.
folded into two. His jacket feels sodden and heavy.
Good. We should take a look at that library card.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers.
Wow,
his
that's a
left
little...
ear.
That's a
One of
little
his
on the
feet is
nose.
still
He's fallen
dangling
through a
through
crack
the
in the boardwalk. It's kind of like how people fall through the cracks of the system. You know what I mean? Like, it's very on the nose, but I like it. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the
You
hole.
have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol.
Yeah, exactly. At least he hasn't spent 2 weeks fucking bloated and rotting. With the whole town taking his clothes off, I guess. Because that's a weird situation. 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze.
Working class corp. Yeah.
Height, 170 to 175
Yeah, it's very on the
centimeters.
nose, but I like it. It's good. Also, I wasn't aware that this came from a book, but I want to read the book. I've heard the book is really, really good.
He was confused when he died. Confused and alone, most likely. Overcome
That's
with
sad.
the awful surprise of it all.
That's sad.
He was just about to head home. The first step back home proved to be his last. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests.
The book is really good. You should read it.
floorboards
Yeah,
are
I
rotted
want to.
and
When I found out there was a
slipping
book
around the hole.
of this game, I'm like, yeah, I want to read it.
Lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is where he came out of himself, drop by drop, when he was unconscious. It took 3, maybe 4 minutes.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the
Yeah, he
shape of
fell
the
over
bench.
and hit his head.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking, actually. I was just thinking that. I'm like, this dude could have just fell and got washed away and nobody would ever known. And he'd just be a missing person, you know? And that probably happens a lot. People die in weird ways and they disappear and then they're just a missing person and nobody ever finds their body.
A .75-liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside. It's mid-market spirits with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
I mean, yeah, the guy's dead. I'm not gonna do that.
True. It feels disrespectful. Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror.
Rubowski reminds me of Bukowski. Oh.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too?
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home.
Ah.
The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
That's fucked up. That's sad.
In a ditch off a road below the 881, he thinks. A young father. Then he shakes his head to make the memory stop. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here.
Yeah, you gotta come all the way around.
But that's just a lazy assumption.
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle.
Now that would just
Now
be
that
sad.
would be just
Well,
sad.
actually, it's sad all around.
This is an omen, a sign from above. Don't start drinking.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. What we're witnessing here is the demise of a great party beast. The leather jacket, an empty vodka bottle, kiss your fingers. Wow, come on, man! Looks like just another old drunkard. I think labeling him as an alcoholic is a bit premature. We don't know anything yet.
Well, at least you're not married.
Oof. Damaged my morale for being honest. Well,
Or, what if you are?
I think I was, but I think she left me.
But let's try to not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk. Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive. They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city...
Yeah,
council
exactly.
signs clean.
Exactly. It doesn't fix anything.
Oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion.
Severe
respiratory
confusion.
depression,
Unpredictable behavior. I'm like, yeah, he's fucking drunk. Yeah, like, the dude was drunk. He's drunk and he slipped and he fell and he has a fatal wound to the head.
But I
There
think
could
that
be
death
more to
arrived
it,
through
but...
heart trauma, not liver failure. No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
Yes, but what if there's a killer on the loose? 2 suspicious deaths in such a short time frame.
We should consider the possibility that we're dealing with a sequence killer here. Nah, I don't think so. I think...
Without any further evidence, yes. What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the box. It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. Although there's still a question of fact. From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Yeah, I'll return
No
to
need
this later.
rush.
Okay, well that's interesting.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin. Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoke. Now, this makes partying look bad. Still, don't let it... 2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better
Jesus
take
Christ, this guy was just out
I
here
see.
partying all night.
A tragedy.
He shakes his head with genuine sadness.
Yeah, because it is sad when people drink themselves to death. You know, it's sad. It's sad when people have an addiction that's so bad that it kills them. That's fucking sad. Like, a lot of people get angry at addicts. They hate drug addicts and alcoholics and, you know, like even food addicts, which is something I've learned a lot about lately. And I feel like hating somebody or looking down on them because they have a susceptibility to addiction is just so... It's just not productive. What does it do for you other than make you feel like you're doing good in life, right? And a lot of times when you're criticizing other people for that stuff, there's a lot of insecurities that you yourself have. Again, this goes back to, like I said, when people are just negative all the time, they're just unhappy. And there's really, there's no reason to argue with them because they're just going to continue to double and triple and quadruple down on their hatred. And the more they hate themselves, the more they're going to project and be just ridiculous towards you. So, but yeah, it's sad when people drink themselves to death or they do drugs or something like this happens as a result of their addiction.
You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge.
I guess we could go to the
wrapper
shish kebab
reads,
place and
Shish
ask.
Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or two. No mold yet. It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief.
Wait, wasn't there a trap out here I'm supposed to check? Where's the felt building? There we go. This is the west of the building. Alright, I'm calculating something wrong here, I think. Oh, I know. I have a map. Oh, this is my room. Just running around looking for this fucking trap, even though I found a dead body. Okay. This is the same direction I went in to begin with. Alright. I'm gonna save. Just like regular save my game. Okay. I was desperately trying to find this trap, but I just, like, I'm honestly confused on where it is. I'll be honest with you. I've just kept going. Like, it says go to the west of this building, and I'm like, well, I am, but it's not there. Maybe it's somewhere over here. It says near the boathouses. Where are the boathouses? Are these the boathouses? The one near the boathouses. I can't find it. I mean, I think I'm just going in the wrong... Well, it says go west, but when I go west, it's just the campsite there. So I'm like, okay, maybe I just have my directions off. I don't know. Feels like... whoa, there's something right here. I didn't see that before. What's that? That's not a trap, but it's something. Oh, money and a shirt, huh? Oh, that makes my empathy go up. Okay. Well, I'm glad I came over here. Oh no, I think I already checked this one. Maybe?
Nothing has changed about it.
Yeah, no, I already checked this one. So, check the trap near the boathouses west of the Feld building. Okay.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
Is this a shelter? It looks like a
hasn't been
shelter.
opened in a long while.
It's military. A service depot of some sort. The washerwoman mentioned a depot at the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Yeah, that's impossible. Okay, well, we'll do that we'll do that later. Between the building and the fish market as it. Oh, okay, yeah, because I'm like, I feel like I'm missing the passage there.
You see, a once bright new room towering above you. The signage has peeled off over the years, but you can still make out a slogan used to intertwine with the loops a long time ago. Now, only a shadow of peeled letters remains. It says, "Tomorrow is just a whisper away."
Looks like tomorrow never came.
Duh! Damn. But I can't go through here. Is this the one I already checked? Yeah, I already checked that one. How do I get over here? That's what I'm trying to get. Wait. I don't understand this map. Does anybody want to, like, explain this map to me? Let's be real. Like, I don't understand this map. Oh. Wait, hold on. Oh, I see. Oh, I didn't realize that you could click on these things on the map and they told you where things were. Wow, I'm an idiot. Okay, well, that helps the map. That helps me figure some things out. How do I scroll down? Why won't this... Okay, alright, whatever. Oh, yeah, this tells you where people are. Racist lorry driver. Interesting. So you can just... Okay. If you check the map, see the broken egg looking thing. Broken egg? Oh, this? 2 buildings to the left of it connected by a bridge. 2 buildings to the left of it connected by a bridge? Go south, so keep going this way? Oh, this is the boathouse. Okay. Ooh, drugs. What the hell is that? And some sunglasses? Okay. What do those do for me? Logic and authority. Let's put those on.
A scattering of bullet holes is spread across the cracked wall. reaching from one corner to the other. A row of ghostly shades stand facing the wall.
Oh,
There
interesting.
are many of them, a dozen at least.
Oh, it's a fucking
Their heads
firing
lowered
wall,
and
like shooting
eyes
people against the
blindfolded.
wall. Yeah.
It's quiet.
It's a firing
No
squad.
sound.
That's fucked
No
up.
movement. "10 meters away.
You
Other
can see
shades
this
are
on the
lined
map,
up in
actually.
orderly manner. Automatic rifles prime.
You can literally see
A
this on the
gust of
map.
wind blows
Look,
by.
right there, see?
The coats of the firing squad flap slowly in the breeze. A single person stands on the side. The sun blazes high up in the sky, baking the planks, the sand, your skin. The order was carried out in the afternoon. A long time has passed since the moment of this fusillading. Rain and brine have since washed all the blood away. Not a trace remains. The abundance of bullet holes leads to two options. Either an inordinate amount of executions were performed here, or they did not use a conscience round, where only one soldier has the loaded rifle. Looks like this was a mass execution with everyone fully armed.
Wow, that's fucked up.
A host of men, probably in everyday clothes, ragged from the conflict and covered in dust. They were not sitting, a common practice for executions in some nations, as demonstrated by the height level of the bullet holes. They stand, facing the wall. It's impossible to discern any details about their personality or background. Ordinary people, familiar, each and every one of them. Comrades, the forsaken, the wretched, who tried to rise against the horrors of the world. 7 men in combat uniforms and dark coats, holding automatic rifles aimed at the people. Soldiers from some side, but from which one? Men of duty, dark duty.
Yeah, who were they?
Murderers, twisted by orders, young boys forced into killing. The commandant, the one who gives the order. Machine gun fire crackling through the air. The lights of the muzzle flashes dancing on his face.
I don't know. I don't know who died here, lined up beside that horrible wall. It could have been any of the parties involved.
Yeah,
in the
like, it doesn't
revolution.
really matter when you're just, like, being that cruel. It doesn't matter anymore what side you're on. That level of cruelty is never justifiable.
Perhaps the ones executed here were the loyalist conservatives, killed by the communists at the start of the Civil War. Or it could have been the communists, put to death during the last stretch of the conflict by the coalition forces.
Yep.
Remember what Trent Hyde
Like I said, doesn't matter who's on what side. What if it was the failed personnel when their assets were being seized by... I mean, that probably too.
Another likely scenario.
Yeah, that's probably what happened.
Or maybe.
Coalition forces. Could it have been them?
Yeah. It's very unlikely the coalition forces were the ones who died here. They were always the last ones against the
Yeah, exactly.
To be honest, if a coalition member was anyone in this situation, it was a commandant, the superior giving the orders.
Ah, okay.
A cold sea wind blows away the figures.
Huh. Interesting. What is that? Wait, is that a shirt? Interesting. Oh, there it is.
This trap's not too hard to behind you. The ruins of a residential building loom over the reeds. They whisper amongst themselves, confidentially. When this district was booming, the reeds were kept at bay. Nothing obscured the freshly painted facades. Nowhere for drunks and adventurous teenagers to hide. Now only the wind blows. Nothing but locusts in this trap as well. Definitely.
Empty as all of them. One more of these and we're done.
Oh, we have another one?
No, I'm fine. I didn't mean to complain,
It's just this shit sucks.
Behind you, the ruins
You don't
of
want to
a
be chasing
residential
after
building
fucking...
loom over the reed. When this district was booming.
Alright, anyway. Let's go. Where's the other one? Check the trap near the canal you crossed. Okay, I know where that is. That one will at least be easy to find. Oh, oops, wrong way. Whoops. Beep, beep, turn around. I was just mindlessly running. Getting in the cardio. You know, Kim and Harry love their cardio. I should come back to this church. I'm just taking people's drugs, bro. No, I haven't talked to those kids yet. I know I need to, though. Oh, wait. I think I'm going the wrong way. Wait, where am I going in? South east of the village. Oh, okay. Oh, no. I'm actually going the right way. Believe it or not, accidentally found my way. Wait, I think I did meet one of those kids. They gave me something I asked for. And I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't ask a child to be giving away items, you know what I mean? But hey. Because it was just like something on their wall. And I was like, can I have that? So I could give it to Gart. Oh, I didn't see that money right there. Oh, there it is. I see it. That shit is hidden. It's right here. I did not see that. Hella well hidden, honestly.
It takes you a moment, but finally, you spot the last of Morel's traps. The reeds bend forlornly toward the sand. Some tufts have been crushed. Snow covers the broken stalks. The constant, distant song, louder on this part of the coast. The trap feels light and silent as you pick it up. Something is different. No locust.
Oh.
No phasmid either, but still.
Well, the bait worked on something. This doesn't mean it was a reed monster, though. Unless you see one in there.
Interesting.
I just see an empty trap.
The netting is a little untidy, messier than the others. Like someone or something picked up the trap and shook it before dropping it back down on the ground.
Perhaps our cryptozoologists have competition in the form of an actual entomologist, or someone else is sabotaging them. I could present more theories, but then I would be taking this on as a case.
Which I am not. Yeah, he's so specific about that. I think I have the crowbar. Yeah, I'm holding the crowbar.
We did sort of promise to tell them. Didn't we?
God, Kim is so over this bullshit. Alright, fine. Let's go. Okay, now that we did that, we gotta... I'm gonna save. Should probably go back to this dude. Oh, and also, I want to talk to Lena, too. I want to find out more stuff from her about the cryptids and, like, her sighting and all that kind of stuff. So, let's go. Let me go turn in all my stuff. All my bottles. The music sounds so much like music you hear in, like, little drugstores and stuff. Like, just pop music.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really know any.
Look.
The tear machines. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfaction.
Look at that, I already made enough money for my room.
That money, kiddo. You should buy more.
Oh my god,
alcohol.
shut up. Anyway.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf.
Okay, let's go. Alright, now we've got a decent amount of money. I'm gonna go give Gart the fucking... Whoa, I didn't mean to click on that. What's the fuck? Can you... I'm gonna give Gart back his, the bird, you know? The one to replace the one that I fucking fucked up. Here, bro. I got a bird for you.
Can I help you? What is this thing?
I mean, I gave you a bird. I'm that kind of cop. Really?
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird.
I mean, yeah, a
Competent
fucking
piece of
child gave it
taxes.
to me after I asked them and not their parent about it.
I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you.
Yeah, just say thank
gonna
you,
go
you
with
fucking
thank
asshole.
People just don't know how to accept gifts.
Well, I mean,
Especially
I'm an
gifts.
asshole who trashed
He
my room,
likes
so
it.
I kind of
He
understand.
likes the bird. It solves his broken bird problem.
It solves his broken bird problem. Well, I mean, Lena's here. I can talk to her.
Our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Kim is hilarious. I need a drink. Can you pour me one? No, I'm not drinking on the job right now. Oh, look, he did get back to his wife. So I think I need... Okay, I need to take a quick break. I will be right back, okay? 5 minutes. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. Okay, so there's this dude. Let me talk to him and tell him about his trial.
See you again, officer. My wife can't.
Okay, but I need to be telling you about...
It's great to see.
Okay, I guess I tell your wife. Whatever.
Oh, sweetie, I don't even know how to thank you for finding my husband and helping him out. I hope we haven't been too much trouble for you.
Oh, not my... Yeah, I mean, yeah, I already have a new place to stay, so I'm not paying him for that shit. You know what I mean? You didn't know you could give him that bird? You know, so many people who have played this game before said there's so many things that they didn't know you could do. So, hey, isn't that my partner sitting there? Yeah, that is. I'm basically also a cryptozoologist now.
Here, I want to give you a small token of my gratitude.
The hell does she just give me?
It's a tie. Mexican origin. The pin is an antique. Quite special.
Wait, what? Huh? Okay.
The little silvery knob holding the tie together feels warm in your hand. It's in the shape of an avian skull.
With 8 eyes?
With 8 eyes.
You never told me you've seen the Phasmid.
Oh, you don't want to hear about some old...
I do, though. I kind of do, ma'am.
Ramblings? Nonsense. Your description of the Phasmid is the most precise I've ever heard.
But, darling, I didn't even get the size of it right.
You were a child, my dear. Really. It's extraordinary what you were able to describe.
Alright, let's go.
Reflexively, the lieutenant...
Oh,
raised
God,
his
here we
familiar
go.
notebook.
He pulled out his notebook. Okay, that's interesting.
Well, it was summer. I was building a racing track out of sand on the beach near a tall stand of reeds. Quite a tall one. Many times my height, I remember. When, all of a sudden... I'm getting ahead of myself. I was 5.5 in Betancourt in the suburbs. My grandmother had a summer home there.
She'd just started forming memories. Real memories. Not the billowy haze of
Wait.
infanthood.
5.5. I mean, when you're like 5.5, I do have memories from being like 5 years old. In fact, I guess my earliest memory is like 4 or 5. But I really don't trust like my perceptions of that time. Like, for instance, I have a memory of like watching myself get changed on a table. But it's like impossible to have a memory like that, right? Like when I was a baby, like them changing my diaper. Well, what it was is later on in life, like when I was a little older, I saw a video of me on a changing table and then I mixed that up with my memory, right? So it's like memory is funny like that. It's hard to know if you're remembering things correctly. Anyway, let's see what else we got here. So what happened?
The strangest moment of my life. I looked up and one of the reeds moved. Not like a plant, but like a living thing. It stood up and looked at me. Its body unfolded like some antique toy.
What the fuck? Okay, that's
I've
kind of
never seen
weird.
anything like it.
Huh? I like how you hear the music kick in. She's like, I've never seen anything like it. That's great, bro. The music kicks in at the weirdest times of this game, and I can't figure out if it's dynamic or if I just have good luck. Because I have noticed that the music will kick in during very interesting conversations where it seems to fit, and I'm like, is that just my luck, or...?
She had no fear, just surprise.
I didn't know this can happen, so I reached my arm and touched the thing. It felt just like a stalk of reed, but it moved, swaying, towering above me. After a while, 20 seconds, a minute maybe, it left, went into the reeds. I tried, but I was only a child. There was mud and high water. I couldn't see it anymore. I was just standing there knee-deep in mud.
Probably a smart
around
decision
me.
not to go after it. You know what I mean? Because you're like a kid. You could like, you know, you get seriously injured or something.
Where
or
did you go?
even die.
Don't go.
I ran back home to my grandmother and asked her if reeds could walk, and told her they were looking at me. Of course, she just laughed at me, but I knew what I'd seen. For years, it was a story I told at parties when I wanted to impress boys. That sort of thing. Of course, most people just took it as a strange, amusing anecdote. So did I, honestly. But then I
It was
met
just like,
Morel.
people probably are just like, oh, you just had an imagination of a child. Like, there was a lot of things that when I was a kid where I would like describe like hallucinations I had or hearing voices and stuff. And people would be like, oh, these kids with their imagination. It's crazy because I remember watching cartoons and stuff as a kid, and they would show these visual representations of someone having a thought in front of their head, and I just thought that was normal because that's how my brain worked. It's kind of like when I was introduced to the idea of the Bible as a little kid. They read it to me alongside reading me like other like stories, like fairy tales, and like I didn't understand the difference between them, and by the time somebody told me there was a difference, I couldn't undo the quote-unquote damage. Like, the damage had already been done. You had already read me fairy tales right alongside stuff from the Bible. And then you tried to tell me, and it was like a kid's Bible too, so the stories were all like dumbed down and really little kid-like, right? So like, it was incredibly difficult for me to accept that one of those things was supposed to be real when you read them to me at the same time that you read me fairy tales. So, yeah. Where did I get on this tangent from? I don't even know anymore.
We were on a date. Can you imagine? She tells me a story, and it's the most detailed report of the Insulindian phasmid I've ever heard.
Wow, it's like perfect that they missed.
She told me kissed.
Or that they met, I mean. Like she had an experience with something that he's been chasing. Then he's like a special interest of his. It's a really a meeting of fate. You know what I mean?
So that's how they met. This is beyond.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It did, yes. Like reeds in a gust of wind.
The way it moved, the colour, how some of its limbs were white, like marble. It matched perfectly with what I know from other accounts. It was amazing. If it weren't for Lena, I might have given up hope years ago. It's no exaggeration to say that she restored my faith in my profession.
You were on a date. Its limbs are wide. How big was it, maybe?
Our first, yes.
Not all of them. There is some white coloration reported, along with beige, where the camouflage ends.
Interesting.
It's hard to say how big things are when you're quite small yourself. To me, it seemed to be taller than I was then, but that's probably not the case.
Well, maybe you guys just don't know what... I mean, there could be variations, right? Maybe it really is that big.
How could she? Who imagines this? She didn't know about
Look,
the
man,
phasmid.
trust you.
This is the main thing here.
Okay.
What makes it a confirmed sighting? She had no previous knowledge of
Okay,
the
but check it out. Like, he's like, who imagines this? And I'm like, people imagine all kinds of stuff, man. You wouldn't believe some of the images I get in my fucking head. Some of the hallucinations I have. Like, people imagine all kinds of stuff. So, like, that argument is out the window. Like, who imagines stuff like this? But I do, when he says she didn't know about the phasmid, she didn't know what it was. Now, that part is pretty big. Describing something in detail that you didn't know about, you never heard of before, now that's a pretty big thing.
That's true, yes. I'm almost certain neither my mother nor my grandmother knew of it. It was only when I started telling my story as a teenager that boys would tell me, Lena, you trying to tell us you saw the Insulindian phasmid out there in those reeds? Get out of here.
Wait,
just
there
give
were...
me a cider and
Wait,
muffle
like,
my
there's
hair
just...
and tell me to
That's
stop
so
dreaming.
weird. Like, again, this
I
universe
saw
is so
it.
strange. Like, yeah, all these boys are just into, like, the Insulindian phasmid. Like, that's just a hobby that boys are into. It's an interesting universe, and the implications made through dialogue about their universe. Its limbs are white. Kim, what do you think of
I
this?
thought it was a wonderful story, man.
You were so judgmental, Kim, but I love it.
But I don't believe it. A child left unattended on a warm day. Children make up
I mean, yeah,
stories
it could
and
have
then
happened.
end up believing them.
Yeah, I mean...
You're welcome, sweetie.
Yes, got some
I do
experience out of that.
appreciate the chance to relive it whenever I get one. It was just such an impossibly sunshiny day. So warm.
And she could get up and walk right into the reeds on her own. Into the mud. Anywhere.
You know, to hell with it. Let's have more.
Fucking Kim is over it. I've just been pushing the cryptid thing so hard that Kim's like, fucking fine. Just do it. Fine. We'll talk about cryptids. Yeah. Good.
Of course, officers. Is there a particular cryptid you two are interested in learning about?
Is this bird a cryptid? I mean, yeah, that's...
No. It's the cryptid.
Oh, the cryptid. Okay.
Oh, yes.
What is it?
The eight-eyed tetatorn, the largest flying avian ever discovered, with a wingspan of 11.5 meters. It was thought to have gone extinct 3,500 years ago. Some even doubted the fossils were real. A mutation, they said. Until...
Mutation? Huh. All of evolution is a mutation.
I was just about to say that. I was like, that's what evolution is. Like, if you look at, evolution, like, I was watching a lecture from a biologist, basically. He's, like, an evolutionary biologist. And he basically said that, like all of evolution is a tinkerer. It's like an engineer, right? Like, it just tinkers with things. And you can see that in our genetics and our epigenetics and all this stuff. It's constantly tinkering with things. And there's also, like, you know, certain traits and conditions that you can inherit and pass down that aren't genetic, right? And a lot of people didn't know that. I didn't know that until I started looking into this stuff and reading. I read, like, a book about it and watched some lectures from really intelligent people. I watched, like, 24 lectures from this one dude. But anyway, it was really interesting to learn about how, like, you know, it's just all of a mutation and tinkering in order for us to adapt. I'm not smart enough to explain it, though, so I apologize.
Until it was cited by renowned Gotvaldian explorer and naturalist Uwe Plattenkalk in 21.
Uwe Plattenkalk. Oh my god, my accent is not... I need to hear about this sighting.
It happened on a botanical expedition into the vast and unexplored Oamrau Canyon in southeast Ilmara. Dr. Plattenkalk got separated from his group during a sandstorm.
Yeah.
The world's largest canyon system, sweetie. It's a barren waste east of the Erg Desert. An ancient riverbed completely dried up.
Alright.
Alone in the blasted desert heat, the doctor wandered eastward, where man hasn't stepped foot in over 1,000 years, since the fall of Pericarnassus.
Oh my god, why are all these words so hard for me to pronounce? Well, maybe it's a me problem. It's probably a me problem, honestly. Like, I feel like people who speak multiple languages probably don't have a problem pronouncing this stuff. Well, depending on what languages they are, okay? Like, if you speak, like, French, seems like you'd have an easier time pronouncing these things. Desperately low on water. After a day or two, he noticed a bird high in the noon sky. A great black bird seemed gargantuan.
Every now and then, the bird would dive down to feed on an animal carcass somewhere on the horizon. But by the time Uwe got there, the Teratorn had taken off already, and the carcass was picked clean. This happened many times.
This happened many times. Oh, he ate it?
Way to survive.
He was following... Oh, my God. He was following it. It followed him. I understand. He started hunting it.
Yes. A bird that big has a lot of blood in it, and he was dying of thirst. For many days, Dr. Plattenkalk followed the Teratorn until they reached a great canyon wall where the bird finally landed to rest. The professor climbed up there with a rock in his hand. He found the bird sleeping with his head tucked under its wing, a great black pile of feathers on the perch. So he approached, slowly squeezing the rock in his fist. Then the Teratorn suddenly looked at him. He could see it had 8 eyes, 4 on either side of its skull, like a spider. And the man couldn't move. He was paralyzed, frozen into place with the rock in his hand. Whatever he did, he could not get closer to the bird. The bird was...
Yeah, I'm like kind of interested. I'm like, okay, but what? The bird was controlled. What the fuck?
He could step back. Every time he stepped forward, paralysis.
Yeah, how did he survive to tell the story? Yeah, that's a good question.
Until the bird flew away.
Yeah.
The 8-eyed Teratorn was indifferent to him, as long as he didn't get closer than 2 steps. It even let him feed on some carcasses up there, and the 2 unfertilized eggs it left behind.
Yeah, this, okay.
Absolutely, sweetie.
She just loves...
Cryptozoologists have been tracing it ever since, but Wamrao is vast, mysterious, and holds many secrets.
Oh, you only speak it? Yeah, like I'm saying, if English is the only language you speak, I feel like these words might be difficult for you to pronounce, but, you know... A lot of the names of these cities and towns and countries and everything, I'm like, bro.
By the end of the decade, latest.
This one I liked. Not only does it have 8 eyes, and is a living fossil, and the largest bird ever to live, it also does mind control.
So Kim's just like into this now, like he's just changed his mind. He's just like, yeah, cryptids are cool now, or is he mocking us, like not so subtly? I don't know.
Sadly, yes, but there are numerous reports of 8-eyed bird skulls from Il Mara. And then there's the striking resemblance to the Pericarnassian imperial eagle, an ancient heraldic symbol that is hard to pass off as coincidence. The imperial eagle, too, had 8 eyes.
Oh, that's weird. What the fuck?
Very, very hard.
I mean, yeah, it's a little weird.
This one's very famous. Everyone knows it. People will be looking at that tie on you and thinking, that man is into cryptids. So, what else do you want to know?
Okay.
Hey, you promised you'd only ask about one cryptid.
The lieutenant pauses thoughtfully.
Yeah, man, just let me learn about this
Something
shit.
in him breaks.
Yeah, man, I've been pushing this cryptid shit for a while now. You're just gonna have to get over it, bro. I'm into this. This is cool.
Ah, fuck it. Let's have more.
Yeah, he said fuck it! I love Kim because Kim, like, came off originally as so reserved, but slowly as the game unfolds, you understand that he's just as unhinged as you. And you get the idea that you kind of have to be unhinged to do what they do. A little bit, you know? Like, Harry didn't get the way he did by accident.
Well, the biggest cryptid is, of course, the horrible giant of Kokonur. The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the
I wonder how many, like, experience points I can get out of this. I know this might not be the most engaging stuff, but this stuff is really interesting to me. It's not, like, the best gameplay, but it's... I don't know, man. It depends on what kind of game you're playing. Like, at first I was gonna say this might be kind of boring to watch, but I'm like, well, it's actually kind of interesting to me. Maybe you guys don't want to watch it. I don't know, but, like, it's interesting to me. But I was gonna say, because saying it's not interesting gameplay, that's probably the wrong way to describe it, because different games have different gameplay, you know? There's different expectations with different games. Like, the gameplay in this game is point and click and learn new things. That's the gameplay. You solve mysteries, you learn new information, and things like that.
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
Psychogenous? I don't know what that word means. I don't think I've ever heard that word before.
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of
Wait,
your
what
field
is
of
she...
vision.
What the fuck is she talking about?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Morgana. That word means tomorrow, maybe? I don't know.
Who are you? No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur Desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Okay, this sounds a little nutty.
Great. This is great shit.
Great shit. You need more. I mean,
Cryobacter catlensis.
Cryobacter. Okay.
Yes,
You just
a
fucking.
unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
Yeah, what is so special about it?
Bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate. Certainly from before recorded history.
Okay.
Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study. No doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Cryo and crypto everything. Yeah, right? This is kind of interesting, though. I intend to live forever, too, as a symbol. Wait, she injected herself with it? Yeah,
Yes,
like I...
The bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea.
But why?
It's actually a little hard to see. But do go on.
There is an immortal geologist wandering around. I don't understand. Why would you prolong your life? Being alive is terrible. That part. Okay, I'm not saying that being alive is terrible, but most of life is kind of hard for most people, okay? Some people have wonderful lives and it's not that difficult and they live out this great, enriching, fulfilling life from beginning to end. That's rare, but it does happen. But for many people on this planet, life is suffering. I'd say for most people on this planet, like here in America, we don't always see it. But for most people, life is very difficult. It is a series of sufferings, of hardships that you must, like, push yourself to get through. Challenges that come. And sometimes you just don't have the energy to get through them, you know? Yes, I absolutely did spend most of the time listening to people rant about creatures that don't exist. That's absolutely true. That is absolutely true. But anyway, I was saying, like, okay, the short amount of time that you have on this planet is what makes life meaningful, right? Because you think about that everything's gonna end, right? If you go to a party, I don't really like parties, so that's a bad example. If you go to hang out with someone you're really close to, someone near and dear, and say you haven't seen them for a while, you're spending, like, 6-7 hours together, whatever, maybe you spend the whole day together, I don't know. And when that comes to an end, it's sad. But that thing ending made it more special. That's life, right? Like, life is more special and meaningful and fulfilling because you know it will end, right? Immortality seems to me to be more of a curse than anything. I'm not sure that it would be very fulfilling after a while. I don't think you'd get bored. I think there's a lot of things to do on this earth. You could learn a lot of languages, you could read a lot of books, watch a lot of movies, you could you could learn every exercise known to man. You could get in the best shape of your life or the worst shape of your life. You could just eat everything. Like, if you're immortal, maybe you won't suffer the health consequences for that. Like, I'm just saying, like, there's many, 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 many things you could do during, like, all these years, right? For the first few thousand years, maybe more, you'd be fine. But hey, man, after 10,000, 20,000, 30,000, 40,000 years, I feel like things are just going to become less meaningful. They're not going to matter anymore. And furthermore, everything you love will die. Over and over and over and over again. Watching everything you love die over and over and over again. It's got to be miserable. You fall in love with somebody, you're going to die and you're going to stay alive. And that's going to happen a lot. Right? It'll happen the first time with your friends and family, but then after a while, all your new friends, who in a way become your family, they fucking die too. That's just gonna keep happening every few generations, right? Every 70 to 90 years, you're just gonna lose a whole slew of fucking people, right? That sounds fucking terrible. So, I agree when he says, why would you prolong your life? Being alive is terrible. I'm like, no, you should prolong your life in a reasonable amount, man. Give yourself a long time to live with, try to eat healthy, work out, but also try to do things that you enjoy. That makes you live longer, enjoying your life, right? And it's just like, but wanting to live forever sounds like a fucking curse to me. I don't know why I'm on this tangent right now. Anyway, I intend to live forever. No. She was preparing for the end times. She wanted to witness and record the Twilight proceedings. What the fuck is the Twilight proceedings? Okay. What are we talking about? I'm gonna say that.
Miss Janu did talk about the end of the world a great deal before her abrupt departure.
Bro, I was saying the most unhinged shit. I don't know why she just nodded and smiled, and I was saying something clearly fucking unhinged. Okay.
Everyone thought the bacteria had driven her mad, but she really was a brilliant woman. Maybe the Cryobacter catlensis allowed her to see something.
Oh
no one
my,
else could.
okay, man. What? Okay, man. Like, you probably shouldn't inject yourself with fucking bacteria, bro. That's fucking I don't know. Bro. Okay.
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there are.
There's an invisible cryptid?
Of course. All fairy tales have someone or
See, look
something
at Kim's
invisible.
just out here just fucking with us, man. Kim is just like, ugh, gonna tell me about the invisible cryptid. Shush, Kim! Yeah, shush!
Cold de Mama Dakwa.
Cold the Mama Takwa.
Name means thin whisper of sound.
Okay.
And that's precisely what it is. Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. The Cold de Mama is very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track. Like nothing, it's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can other animals.
Okay, so
It
these
could be
just,
ringing right
like,
outside your
assumptions.
window and you wouldn't even know it.
Then how do you know
Could
it
be
exists?
Everywhere, even.
Huh? Wait, okay, hold on. Cold do Mama. Okay.
Fine, I'll bite. How can an animal be a sound?
Yeah, thank you, Kim.
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Okay.
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better.
Could be
It
ringing
could
all
be
the days of our
ringing all the
lives.
days of our lives.
Feels
and
like
nights.
Drakengard.
Maybe it's predatory.
Okay, see, the music just kicked in again. You see what I'm saying? Like, it seems like it kicks in at, like, the perfect times. Like, we're talking about ringing or something. I don't know. Maybe it's predatory. Yeah.
It's not. Don't worry. If it were predatory, we would have found it by the damage it inflicts.
I wouldn't be so sure. What if the damage
What if the
is
damage is also invisible? What evidence is there of this animal being a sound? Good question.
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 20s, a group of Areopagi ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing.
Okay.
When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Okay.
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest pitched bat calls.
Alright, bro.
She transforms when speaking about these strange animals.
Yeah, she's super into it.
Confident woman.
She's passionate about it. So's her husband.
They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Cold de Mama Dakwa, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very
okay.
silent. They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
The voice acting in this game is really good. Just something I wanted to point out.
Sequester, Time, Joscan, those are but some of the Mama Dakwa they followed individually. Like nothing, it's such a high-pitched sound that us humans can't hear it, nor can other animals.
Fine, I'll bite.
Okay, I did
Many
actually.
scientists have asked the same question. Some have
All right,
claimed
let's go.
that is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to
Extinction?
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mamadakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
This lady really should be a teacher.
Yeah, she is
She's
really good at explaining
at the
things.
explaining things thing.
They amplify each other. They can't. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, dear, they
cancel each other. That's what I thought, but I wasn't
and
sure.
These tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency,
Wow.
well, they wiped out most of the population.
Wow, that's fucking Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's the dumb shit humans do.
Great regret washes over her.
Yeah,
The
that's
wind in cloth.
fucking A.
After that, the corpuscle appears
I
to
wonder
have
if she was
migrated
one of those
elsewhere.
students.
There have been recordings of
Great
anomalies similar
regret
to those
washes over
spotted
her.
in AI,
She was
but
one of
they've
those
been
students.
Few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koltamama-Dakwa population anywhere.
Of course. A common thread in these. Disappearance and unfalsifiability.
Yeah, fucking Kim is not
I
buying
destroyed
this shit.
it all, man.
I'm glad you did, dear. What about what? Of course, dear.
Okay, did I
Of
ask
course,
her?
dear. Is there a... Of course, dear.
Okay, I think I got everything. Perfect. Well, that was interesting.
Nothing like the gratitude of a good woman. Now then, what can I do for you?
He tries to play it cool, remain professorial, but inside, this man is itching for some news on the...
Good. Okay. And? Completely empty?
There was nothing in the trap. No locust, no
No
phasmid.
locusts? No phasmid either?
That's not ideal, but...
It just means the Insulindian phasmid is even more clever than we thought.
Of course, more clever.
Ah! I love how Kim is just like, what the fuck, bro? He does not want to hear this shit.
You're dealing with a subject near and dear to their hearts. It might behoove you to tread lightly.
I mean...
Yes, the Phantasmadeia picked off the locusts and escaped. This is good news, though we'll have to reconsider the design of the traps, make them more secure.
Another trip to the reeds.
Of course, be sarcastic. Unless you have an alternative hypothesis you'd like to venture.
I was being
Mine
sincere,
stands,
dude.
Okay? Actually, no. Excuse me for getting emotional. This is a big deal for us.
Yeah, okay.
You've helped us twice now, and brought some great news too. My gratitude, and the gratitude of the Société Cryptozoologique de Ravachol, is yours.
Heartfelt gratitude. But does it feel like closure? What really happened?
Thank you, it's an honor. We should probably return to our main investigation here. This has been refreshing, but...
Helping cryptozoologists isn't really a priority for our organization, is it? The lieutenant looks out the window, impatiently. Consider the way the empty trap was disturbed, as though shaken. Most likely the hands of a
Yeah,
young
like a
person.
kid.
Hands
That's what
small
I think
enough
I
to fit
suspected when
inside
I
the
first
trap,
picked him up.
too.
Or Harry suspected.
You should ask the red-headed boy, Kuno.
A little hooligan. But what would a child
I mean, he's
want
a...
with bugs?
Kuno's fucking nuts, so I believe it.
Oh, my dear Morel. You've been an old man for too long. Kids love to torment.
Yeah, they're
insects
fucking... That kid is
almost as much as they
weird,
love to
too, so I
torment old
believe him.
folks.
Delinquents. My favorite.
Oh my god, fucking Kim hates me. Okay.
You've been such a dear to us. Please.
Well,
Yeah,
I see
yeah.
you've got all the help you need. I'll see you tonight at my place. Let's play suzerainty, but no more field trips for me.
After this is your last chance to talk to Gary.
Really, Gary? We're getting somewhere here. I'd love to play suzerainty, but...
Lena, I'm sorry, but you're not getting anywhere. It was some kids. I know the little mutants around here. Leave anything out in the open and they'll steal it.
I mean,
even if
those
it's
kids are
bugs.
fucking brats.
Morale, it's been fun. Really. But I need a bath, and I have deliveries.
You got
to have.
drugs to sell
When
or
this tea is
to
done,
deliver,
I
you
gotta
mean?
run.
No need to apologize, Geary.
Blah, 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 blah. Okay, I
He
don't care.
keeps the language unemotional. But it's in there.
Disappointment, yeah.
The first man to break formation is always a blow to leadership. This is bigger than he lets on.
Alright. Okay. I think I'm gonna end it for today because... I always get tired around 3 hours in. That's usually what I'm like, alright, I've streamed enough, blah, 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 blah. As always, I want to take a nap. Plus, I gotta make something to eat, so yeah. Gotta make some lunch. Anyway, that was fun. That was interesting. I spent this whole time, like Anon said, just talking to fucking conspiracy theorists and shit. Like, I don't know, it was interesting, you know? It was definitely a very interesting, interesting session. But, yeah. I'm kind of excited to see what happens. I've been playing this so far apart that I always forget what happens last time, but I hope I remember to go talk to Kuno and them. We'll see what happens next week. But anyway, thanks for watching, and have a good night, day, or night, wherever you are, and I'll see you tomorrow. I'm playing Omori tomorrow. Same time, generally around 12:15 my time. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Have a good day.